Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Humanica. There will be action, potentially romance. I don't know what's going on here, and a sense of deep foreboding terror that never leaves. Like they lost a pet hamster or something. I don't know what's going on. Well, all I know is this game is awesome, and I got all the way through the Iron Age in this run. I also learned from a lot of my mistakes in my first couple of runs, and I was able to incorporate everything I knew into building out this ridiculously awesome city. So let's get started. Now, we're going to build our fort actually up here, and what we're going to do is section everything off. There's only one way up here eventually, maybe two ways. But for now, let's put our main tent right here. All right, first goal, get up some basic storage right here and here, then assign them to pick up sticks and pick up stone over here. Now, starting off, we have 10 pelts, which means that we can get up a litany of things. One of the first things I actually want to get up is the hunter's hut. And we're going to get the hunters up right back here, and we're going to let them get to work. We're also going to get up 6 primitive huts. Now, I want to make a distinction, because we'll get into this a little bit more once I get everything up, about how you attract people. It's based on happiness, but if you don't have enough housing, they won't proc the highest chance. It doesn't say that up there. You have to have excess housing to get the highest procs. In the beginning of the game, doesn't quite matter as much, right? But towards the end of the game, big deal. Now we're going to get 6 houses up for that reason. All right, we have a little bit of food. We got some good resource piles going. Getting the housing up. The hunter's hut needs to be a big priority. We need to get that going as fast as possible. Now, in the beginning of the game, and I have explained this previously, we have annual plans, which allows us to get certain benefits using prosperity points. Prosperity points are accumulated on use actions as they wear clothing, as they live in places. So it will ebb and flow. You'll gain a bunch every day and you'll use it, but that's the prosperity. You can get more and more as you use higher class tier stuff. Amount of food, you can see we have 1 day's worth of food. We got our happiness schedule up here, population. We got our laws, so being able to claim empty homes is a law. Endless crafting, being able to set crafting limits, those are all laws that we'll get into eventually. And we have a massive technology tree. So we're going to get into storages, so you can see that that requires 2 pelts, which is all we have basically. So we're going to get into that. We can build proper storage. Now, I chose a map where I could have all my production and everything inside of the castle. My last one was too small. So we're going to keep all of our industry up here, and we're going to keep our food production and stuff down here in the valley. All right, into day 1. Okay, we have our hunter up. We're going to place at least one of them in there. Now, the settler has to have a house before we can assign a job to it, according to this. So we got to manually assign these people homes. You guys know how to bargain. They know how to set the deal. All right, we got everybody there. All right, let's get 4 people into the huts. We have a new individual who's arrived. Now that we have the hunter hut, though, what we need to do is get pelt dryers, and we're going to need sticks. We're going to get 4 of these up, actually, because we're going to have a lot of pelts. Now, let's continue to gather sticks. Now, people without houses, they will do manual gathering tasks. That's pretty good. And we're going to continue to get up as many homes as we possibly can. Like I said, we need to get these pelt dryer racks up. We need to get the hunters going. Now, currently, you can see we have only 2 laborers. So we have 1 who's homeless and 2 laborers. 2 laborers is not a whole lot. And later in the game, you're going to need a lot of laborers for the farming. Another thing we need to get up is a bonfire. Now, bonfire will give 8 people enough spacing to eat. So we're going to get 2 of those up because we're going to hit 16 here pretty fast. All right, we have our first enemy raid. Now down here in the bottom is a 2 battle thing. Click on that and they all will gravitate towards where the items are stored and weapons. Now usually your first raid is a bunch of little wolves. We're going to sit on this high platform right here and see what comes our way. I like this because we got a lot of fish. We got a lot of flat land. We're going to be able to do a lot of good farming here. All right, we got some aquatic wolves coming at us. Apparently they can breathe underwater. We're going to fight them off. Yeah, they're not much of a threat. And what's great, too, is this is meat and hides for us. We really needed that. Now, the pelt dryer we need to get up, so we're going to highly prioritize that. We can actually kind of get things going, so we're going to queue this. All you got to do is click on this little icon here. So you got to click. Later on, we can set infinite, and we can set quotas, and that will be a big game changer for us. All right, we're making really good progress, actually. And we're going to do a little bit of gathering over here for apples at some point in the future. All right, we got the pelts going. You can have up to 2 on a rack at a time, so that's pretty nice. Now, without enough housing, we'll trickle in 1 at a time. We come over to happiness, you can see it says 0 to 1. So food diversity and food amount directly correlate to the maximum quantity of people you can attract. So that keeps you from overpopulating, essentially. So if you want to control your population flow, you just don't build housing for them. Now, currently our warehouses are full. So we're going to keep doing these small resource piles because they're sticks, and I just don't have any, like, hide. It's all raw right now. We'll get this third guy up, pelts, and then we'll get this fourth one up with pelts. And that should help us get quickly into pelt production. Nice. Neighboring tribe just gave us a spear and some meat. And my goal right now is to get everybody in a house. So we're going to highly prioritize these small little primitive huts, get those going. You can see we got a massive area for farming over here. I'm digging this already. And we can easily terraform this and cut it up with later technologies to make a massive industrial fortified area in the day. Nice. We just got 2 new settlers. So I'm going to give this person a house. Check our tech tree. So we got stone tool production. Now, stone tools are actually really, really important because they can increase the productivity based on whatever industry that person is in. You have to make a corresponding equipment, and we need 4 cobblestone for that. So we're going to get that guy up right back here, and we're going to start looking for some cob. Got a bunch of cobblestone back here, and a little bit over here. We'll get the sticks with it. Perfect. Now, realistically, one of the first technologies I would probably want to get into outside of pelt clothing, which is great, definitely food processing, being able to dry foods. You need to maintain quite a bit of food. It's going to be difficult. All right, we need 2 pelts per storage tent. Let's just get the tailor in production. Place them right here for now. Eventually, I'll organize things better. Right now, we're just trying to get our feet off the ground into day 5. Got 1 new settler. Like I said, they'll start trickling in. Eventually, unfortunately, they start perishing from old age. And so you need to make sure that your inflow is greater than those that are dying of old age. And we're going to proc 1 of each tool to get people with tools. We'll proc 1 pelt clothing for the winter. We need to start prepping for the winter, so maybe 2 of those. Got a lot of raw pelts. We're going through the stuff pretty quick, but, you know, we are getting the housing up. That's the most important thing. So at this juncture, I think it's important to get up proper storage now. So let's put 1 over here. We are going to place 1 into the primitive work camp. I think we got a good thing going right now. We got the food coming in. Look at all the fishing potential here, too. This is actually kind of an insane food source, having this many rivers around us. Got great agricultural land over here. This is going to be a monster of a build, to be honest, if I get it done correctly. Nice, we got another gift. Bunch of honey, some stone knives. Okay, tailor hut is up. Place 1 person into that. Start getting clothing prepared for the winter. And fishing would be the logical choice right now to get into as fast as possible. So we can get into basket making. These are all really important things. This also gives us a primitive hut. We're going to get basket. It also gives us world map exploration, which is going to be necessary. Food processing, we need 8 wild berries. So let's go over to food gathering. And there's 4 berries right there. There's your 6 berries, and then there's 10 berries. Let's just gather a bunch of berries, in fact. We're going to gather his hut up, but the sooner we can get into these productions, so fishing is right under it. It just requires sticks, a bunch of raw meat, and a bunch of dried meat. So we need to start drying meat like crazy. And nobody is homeless now. We have 4 laborers into day 7. It is now winter. We have 7 clothing, and we were gifted a little bit of clothing as well. 4 clothing, not bad. But yeah, we got to get everybody in clothing. And you can see that their cosmetics have actually changed. They started off kind of naked, and now they're wearing what we have. And you can get crazy high tiers, like iron and all such a jazz like that. So we're not going to be able to get the wild berries right now, so that sucks. Now, sticks, pelts, a lot of this is limited to how many other things we can get. There's logs, there's bone tools. Bone tools are easy. We just need... So required statistics means resources obtained over all time. So we just need to craft these. Required resources means like we literally have to have those on hand to set the research in motion, okay? So for bone tools, I say we go that direction. So 6 more stone knives and 2 more stone spears. I'm actually going to do 4 spears just because we need them for hunting. The tailor hut, we're going to make some backpacks and some baskets. And we're going to proc 1 more piece of clothing at the end of all that, into day 8. You can see this backs up for quite a bit. I think what we'll try to do is section this off at a certain point. I know that we can dig away. So you can actually dig away and raise terrain. And we could put housing up here in the hills and have that also be a fortified little area. There's actually a couple things we could do. We could have a bridge across. There's some cool stuff we could think about doing. Maybe we have a 4-point system. I prefer to have 1 entry path that leads to the outside. It'd be a little complicated, right? We could also actually fortify this whole area and section it off and only have 1 way up in here as well. So we can actually keep this all as part of 1 defensive perimeter with the way that the game works. We did unlock the primitive hut, which has 2 living spaces. You can also see this gives prosperity of 2 per living space. This gives a prosperity of 4 per living space, so you're getting a lot more there. And currently we're very much in need of sticks. So we'll have them get sticks, stone all throughout this area too. Into day 9. So we got this whole back area here. It's going to cost a lot of wood, but if we can get our people the way that I think we can, it would be really easy. Look how much room we have back here for industry too. All right, so let's get 4 of these double houses up. The goal, like I said, is to expand as quickly as possible. All right, so bone tools, we're going to get there pretty quick, I think. And we're about to get hit. You can see, though, we're doing really well as far as, like, belts and everything goes. And we're going to get hit by a lot of wolves. That is a lot of wolves. Luckily, we do have some spears and certain weaponry. So we take a peek at them. See, some of them are holding nothing but clubs. Oh, God. We got to be real careful. Alright, we might lose someone because I literally just can't select them in the horde. That's just the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, we lost one person. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get more. Alright, everybody get back to work. Like I said, if we can get our happiness, you can see it's still 0 to 1. We don't have enough available housing or food diversity. So if getting food diversity is pretty critical to getting a massive influx of people. For us, I think fish, we need something to sustain us, right? And that's going to be fish. And then there's plenty of other things we could do for food. But right now, yeah, we do need to sustain ourselves. Day 11. And we lost the individual in the tailor hut. We'll get going. There we go. And we don't have enough, do we? Increase the chance of extra extraction of additional food. Can't be using the page. So let's get some new plans. I like quick stick extraction. But I also like 50% drying speed. And we'll do that. Just for now, that's 250 prestige. It was pretty expensive, but whatever. And for our laws, now we can claim empty homes. Now I don't have to select everybody all the time. Speed this up. Okay, now it's a good period of time for us. We can go into food gathering. We can get apples. We can get berries. So we're just going to gather everything, since everything is kind of a requirement for future technology. I'm not going to say XYZ. We also just need an insane amount of food. So certain things we can gather right now are apples and berries. All the fish we have, though. It's crazy. All right, now our emergence is 0 to 2. Keep increasing that. There we go. We're getting proper housing up now. And we're running out of warehouse space. So get up an additional storage. Get it up right over here. Into day 11. Now, one of the big things that's going to hold us back is drying meat and getting meat. We're probably going to do a second hunter, which is like, it feels like overkill. But if you want to power rush this period of the game, you got to get 2 hunters going, and you got to get a bunch of drying racks going. Because if we can get into fish, that's going to help us accelerate so fast. Okay, look at that. We got 2 storage tents up now. And I'm going to just focus on stone spears and stone knives for a bit into day 12. A couple backpacks, a few more clothing, more baskets. Yep, some more bonfires over here. We're going to start growing pretty quick. All right, there we go. Food processing. Now, to get into fishing, we need a bunch of dried meat. Let's get bone tools, advanced gathering, sling. Okay, that's great. That's a lot of good stuff right there. So we'll start making some bone knives and bone spears. Now, the main thing we need to do now is get an insane amount of food dryers up. Over here in the same area, I'm going to get 4 of those up. Also need to start gathering more sticks. Fortunately, we don't have a whole bunch of cobblestone around us, which is kind of a first for me. I'm used to having a lot of cobble. We need to find a source of cobblestone immediately. All right, so the next thing we want to do actually is get a gatherer's hut. Go over here in extraction, get the gather up. And the gather hut will actually allow us to see the materials around us a little bit more easily too. We got cabbage, we got wheat and stuff over here. So cabbage and wheat are necessary for other future stages. And there's a lot of stone over here. Okay. We're going to place our... you know what? We can hand do a lot of that stuff. I'm going to take a gamble and put it over here next to this cobblestone. The hopes that there's a lot of it over there. Because we just need someone manually gathering cobble right now. Alright, the food dryer is up. All we're going to do is dried meat to launch us into fish. Alright, into day 13. You see we're growing really quick. We're growing real fast. It'll be nice when we have infinite crafting capabilities. We're getting hit. Oh, there we go. We got endless crafting. Thank God. Okay, so now that we have endless crafting, all we gotta do is right-click on what we want to do for infinite times. Nice. So now I don't have to sit here and micromanage this anymore, which is really, really awesome. Our production is going to go through the roof. Everything else we're going to manually do just because it's resource intensive and we're trying to make sure we have enough for everything. Let's rally them in. Probably get into ranged weapons like slings and then bows next. Bows are incredibly useful. Oh boy, that is a massive raid. Alright, so we're getting hit by a bunch of wolves. Kind of like whack-a-mole. So this is the person they're hitting. I'm going to select them, and we're going to run them out once they start getting real bad. Yeah, so now they're going to chase her around in a circle. This is the best way to do this. There we go. Now we lost nobody that time. Perfect. Got all the wolves. Alright, everyone is getting back to work. This is beautiful, actually. I feel really good about our chances. So now happiness is really high, so we have a 0 to 3 proc chance on future people. So what we're going to do is just continue to spam these things and get this really high. 1, 2, 3. Whoopsie daisy. 1, 2, whoopsie daisy. Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We have enough for 32 people right now for the bonfires. Storage tent. We should get ahead of the storage tent issue. Let's get 2 storage tents back here. Food is doing awesome. Basket making. Yeah, pottery. We'll get a little bit into this. Right now I'm kind of just focusing on how I get into fishing as fast as possible. We only need 30 dry meat and a couple sticks. Alright, so another thing we need to do, probably make one of these really high. Okay, no, they're drying the meat. They're doing a good job. Just have to let them do the thing. Alright, we got 2 settlers, not bad. So now we have 10 laborers, which is perfect. So when you have 10 laborers, what you want to do is just start manually gathering everything. Because I was saying, I don't think we're going to do a gather a hut there. And over here, let's get 2 people in hunting. There's 8 laborers now. He's almost up. Okay, let's explore this area. See what's around us. Oh my god, more fish. Yeah, we're going to be able to get really high. Oh, nice. There's a bunch of cobblestone back here. Perfect. This is actually a pretty cool place for a castle, too. Alright. So I'm going to put them on cobblestone. And I'm going to place just one person in there passively doing that. That way we just... I don't want to have so much that I'm overflowing my storage, but I need it coming in as I'm building things out. Now we are going to start using bone for a lot. So slings, though, require a lot of cobble. And we need to produce quite a bit of slings. Do that. The tailor, let's do backpacks. Let's do some additional clothing and some more baskets. The food should start flowing real quick. Now you can see our max is 0 to 4. But people are powered. Alright, we got pottery unlocked. Let's do it. We need to start scouting to get tech points, so let's look into that right now. So let's get a scout camp up over here into day 16. Yeah, we need to get out there right now and start getting those tech points so we can keep full steam ahead. I think one of the biggest mistakes I made in my prior playthroughs was not respecting the fact that you really need a good amount of laborers. Otherwise, you get bottlenecked so badly that everything starts breaking down. It doesn't matter if you have a hunter's hut because they're not bringing the meat from the hunter's hut, right? So, my gosh, there's so much fish. We're going to have a lot of food once I hit fish. All right, we're getting close. A little bit of dried meat. We're good to go. Material gathering. I'm going to have them gather sticks from the trees. Okay, now we need 3 scouts in order to do this. This kind of leaves us with only 4 laborers, which I don't like, but we'll get over it. I'm not going to do any more production after this. All right, let's get them going. But we had to. It's a necessity. We want to get into the Neolithic technology. We need tech points. All right, day 18. Speed this up. We got 1 new settler. So we had a 0 to... Oh, we're getting attacked again. This actually might be tribals. We do have some slings now, I believe. Now, they will set things on fire. You need to be really careful. All right, it's a bunch of wolves. So I'm going to put this one dude out in front. Start taking all the damage. Okay, now I can run him away. This is going to be my runner. He might not make... He's not going to... He didn't make it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, I got the next person. That was a lot of wolves. That was a lot of wolves. Alright, my bad. We'll never forget you, person. Panfetch. Oh, okay. That's an interesting name. Probably going to forget that name. Okay, a little bit more slings, a couple stone axes. Let's get some bone knives going. Okay, there's hut. Let's get a bunch of backpacks going. I want to have a good surplus of that. Help with the productivity. And then there's a hunter's hut here. Scout camp. Right. Yeah, we're doing great. Except for that one person dying. We're doing fantastic. Now let's go to the global map because they've reached their destination. And we're just looking for ancient ruins. Alright, day 18 is over. Nice, 4 new settlers. There we go. Now we're pushing. That gives us our 8 laborers. I think that's a good ratio for us right now. As you can see over here, nobody to move the meat. We're going to leave 2 over there. What we're trying to do is keep our food up. Alright, we need to set all of our food dryers to a high priority to make sure that they're doing this. Like I said, this is the most important thing if we really want to get big. Alright, and over here we have ourselves an ancient ruin. Perfect. Go for it. Getting a little bit of the cob over here. This is beautiful. We got to find a better source of stone. This is actually one of the worst maps for stone I've ever seen. Okay, there's some stone up here. Got some boulders. I need to get into mining. Keep it going. Barns are actually really cool if you get goats and things like that. Eventually we'll go into a complete agricultural society. Alright, so they're saying there's nothing to hunt around here. I'm going to boot that down to 2. Boot you guys up to 4. Yeah, we kind of did clean it out. So what that tells me is we need to move the hunter's hut like over here. Gather there. Yeah, let's move that over there. We're 9 away. 9 away from fishing. Pretty good. We'll get there pretty fast. Alright, pelt production's actually through the roof. A little scary how much pelts we have. Get a few more storage up. We need to start cutting trees down. Into day 20. You can just set one person to gather stone. Then you can come over here and make another gatherer's hut and set them just to gather sticks. And just saves you a lot of hassle, in my opinion. Also, you don't need to have every single person. I think the less you're telling your laborers to do, the more focused they're going to be, right? So where do we want sticks? We're going to put a gatherer's hut over here. There's clay and other things in here, so we can always switch it out too. And there's more cobble. We're going to set this guy to stick gathering. Okay, we got the hunter's hut up over here. We're going to place 2 people over there. And we're actually going to refund this hunter's hut here in the day. Okay, primitive workshop is down. Let's get those slings going. And the reason we're doing that is so we can get bows. We have created a total of 20 slings, and then we can get bows. And bows are awesome because they're just sticks. Slings are expensive, right? They're stone. So we can get from that to a better range weapon that costs less. That's a no-brainer. Alright, we need clothing. Oh, crap, do we need clothing? I just realized we ran out. Okay, let's do a bunch of clothing and some backpacks. World map. We've hit the site. Let's explore. So we got 1 annual plan blueprint and 1 technology. That's perfect. Over here, we got a carrot glade. We don't have agriculture yet, but we will soon. There's another ancient ruin over there. Let's go exploring this way. We can get that on the next time. 3 new settlers have arrived. There we go. We're in business now. There we go. We got fishing. Okay, and thank God we got fishing. So this is where things are going to get a little crazy for us. So I want to make this as optimal as possible. I've actually found about 3 fishing spots is like as much as they can do. Anything over 3 and they're not fishing the whole thing, like they're kind of losing some efficiency. So at minimum of 2. So we got 3 here, right? We've got 3 here. I don't think. Okay, that's a perfect 3 right there. Oh my God, that's a 4. Okay, so that's a 4. 1, 2. Okay, that's probably enough for now. Oh, wait. Let's see what we got going on first. We got that hut here. Okay, jeez Louise, dude. And this whole thing, this whole area over here is just an empire of food. So now we're gonna switch 2 of these out to dried fish. And that's also gonna help us with our food variety, and it's gonna give us the seed we need to get probably to like 40 or 50 pop. And we're probably going to need some agriculture on top of all that. Alright, so we got the 1 gatherer there. We're going to get the 2nd gatherer over here doing sticks. Into day 22. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. Animal plans. So, I want a new plan. I don't like stick gathering. Food extraction increased by 50%. Production of workshop 50%. Increased chance of producing additional clothing. I don't care about that because the materials we're using are really cheap. Let's do food extraction. It's going to be like everything. So that's good. We need a lot of food. Alright, we'll speed that along. But yeah, by having just one person... Ooh, we're about to run out. We'll switch this. This will be the stick dude. Actually, let's switch it now. You're stick dude now. And you're cobblestone, because there's not a lot. And bows, we need to be really careful here. Alright, global map. Nothing. Keep exploring. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Alright, fishing hut is now up. Multiple fishing huts. Now, the only thing I don't like about having buildings this far out is if the enemy's over here, they usually get ambushed and die. So there's a pretty high death chance having guys this far away. But we really need the resources if we're going to push the pop. And we're over hunting everything. I'm going to leave this down to 2. Oh, there's animals here. Or is he saying he doesn't have the spear that he needs? Okay. Eventually, we'll have to get back into basic full production. I can't wait till we can set limitations. Alright, and oh, alright, enemies approaching. Also, we want to go into... Oh, crap. Yeah, we're getting attacked. This might actually be a real combat situation. But we got a lot of slingers. We got 23... Okay, it's just big dudes. Here they come. We got a lot of people now, though. Nice. Yeah, the slings are helping out. The enemies aren't really that hard at this stage of the game. Our guys are on the stage. Keep exploring. Alright, gather the food. We want everything, okay? We're just gonna literally... The wheat especially. The requirement for some of the techs. But we're gonna get everything. A lot of honey. Dang. A lot of apples over here, too. Okay. I'm thinking with the... We just need to make sure we have enough laborers to run around gathering everything. Thinking we're in good shape. But we're gonna need more houses. Alright, we're pushing for a pretty high pop. 4 more houses up. Right, we're sitting on 12 laborers. That's pretty good. So now that we got fishing, we're going to focus on the bow. And we just need 2 more slings. And then we're also going to focus on 25 bone knives. Okay. That one's going to be a bit, so we'll start going into bone knives and bone spears. But we need to focus on agriculture. So you can see here we need 4 more wheat. And we got flour. And then we need to focus on getting into agriculture as fast as possible. With agriculture and fish, we're going to be able to push our pot pretty high. And it's actually amazing how fast you can progress once you actually understand some of the mechanics. I know I made some mistakes in previous gameplays, and now I'm like, oh boy, it was a lot easier than I thought. Okay, we got the bow. Perfect. Now you're going to see why I like the bow. It's besides the fact that it's better, it's also cheaper. A bow is just a stick, whereas a sling is a finite resource that we cannot replenish easily. So now we don't have to make slings. We can just mass produce bows. Alright, we're getting rid of slings. But right now, it really wants bone spears and bow knives. So let's focus on that for a bit. And then flour, we're only 4 wheat seeds away. There's our 4 right there. I'm going to put these to higher priority. There. Oh, they were already on it. We have a lot of laborers. Go to the world map. Keep exploring. There we go. We got flour. Alright, so for agriculture, we need 15 more wheat and basically bread. Clay pots, baskets, 1 technology point. Okay. So now we don't have a choice. And we're going to make this our area for this. So I want 2 millstones. And I want 2 stone ovens. We also need to get up a pottery hut. I'm going to do it right here. And we will need to gather some clay. Got some clay over here. We just need a little bit. 40 will definitely do it. We got 2 new settlers. Not bad. More housing coming up. Yeah, once you get into bread production, it's insane. Okay. I'm going to get up another bonfire. Get it up over here. I have it. Alright. Pottery is up. Let's get those clay pots going as soon as they get the materials in. 3 new settlers. There we go. 31. And you can see our food is pretty decent. 5 days. Happiness is really high. We have a 0 to 6 emergence of new settlers per day. Alright. And then now here, we've got to create flour. And we got to create bread. I'm just going to put these on infinite for now. Eventually I'll set limits, but we don't have a whole lot, and I just want them to work. A global map. So here is a pear forest. We need fruit cultivation for that. Let's keep exploring. That tech point is the one thing we need. But yeah, once we can grow wheat. So 1 wheat seed makes 8 bread, basically, because it makes 8 wheat. So it's like basically a 1-to-1. It makes 1 straw, 8 wheat, and 1 seed. So once you make the seed, it just keeps replenishing itself. It's pretty cool. Yeah, agriculture, like, it's kind of stupid how powerful it is, in fact. Yeah, and with the fish we have coming in, which is a godsend, by the way. We're in good shape. All right, let's keep people moving. Make sure that everyone has workers. People are dying of old age, and but we're gaining settlers pretty quick. We're at 34 pop now. We're on day 28. We're like probably like a half hour into this video at this point. A lot faster than the last one. Nice. Yeah, people are moving into the primitive huts though, and we got a nice little boulder of copper over here. So, with that said, let's get 2 more houses up. And the tailor. Do some clothing. We need a bunch of baskets, if I remember correctly. We just need to keep this all coming in. Global map. Nice. We found ourselves an ancient temple. Now if we come over here and we look at what we need further, it's 30 baskets, 30 clay pots. Well, that's easy. You proc like 4 per. So baskets is going to be the main thing, and wheat that are holding us back. So let's keep getting the grain. Dude, we're already out of ammo, so we're just over hunting everything. Okay, and over here we've gotten all the cobble. All right, I'm going to put you on apples. Actually, let's check. Is there any wheat over here? I doubt it. Yeah, no wheat. What about wild berries? There's a lot of wild berries. Let's put you on that. And we are on grain patrol. There's 2 over there. I think 1 more season and we'll have it. I probably should do a little bit of exploring. Yeah, that kind of sucks, actually. All right, I'm going to have this person come down here and explore, because there's a lot of the map we don't know. Got 2 new settlers, or 34 pop again. This stage of the game, you have quite a bit of die-off, so you need to keep that rate up so you get everyone replenished. Okay, yep, just a bunch of honey down here. This is a cool map. It's like really big. Not very hilly, though, which is kind of hurting us. So there's a bunch of stone over here. But yeah, it's good to explore the edge of the map over here. And just as I imagined, water world over there. All right, let's go deep into the mountains and see what we can find. We are now... Oh my gosh, there's a lot of temples. All right, we're going to keep going to all these temples. There's 2 more, and then we'll pull back the technology points. We're 7 wheat away, basically. Yeah, each of these is 4 clay pots. So there's what we need there. It's going to be the baskets that are going to hold us back. Baskets aren't too bad, though. All right, primitive workshop, bunch of bones. More bone knives, more bone spears. Beat it up. Nice, 4 new settlers. We're at 38 now. Okay, I think I'm going to cap it at 38 just for a second, because it's a lot of people. And I think it's time to get another fishing hut up. So he's got these guys here. 1 there. 1 isn't worth it to me. 3 is good. Do another guy over here. 40% chance of attack. 4,000 prosperity. It's really good. Laws. Okay, so law of faster crafting. Labor succession, that's good. Especially as we get these points of production like way out there. Do law of faster crafting as well. And for technology, we're getting so close. We're getting so close. So we have all the bread. We don't need any more of that. Great. We have killed every animal there is. Thank God we have fish. Okay, here they come. Luckily, they came at night, so everyone was already over here. I think this will be a proper raid. Yeah. We're getting hit by tribals. I should have made bows. All right, I want to meet them on the battlefield because they'll start burning stuff down. So they're coming at me strong. Slow it down a bit. Okay. This is the first person they hit. I'm going to run him back. Take the aggro off him. We're going to run around in circles, and we're going to let our men hit him. I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to take these back people off to attack that main dude. Get the archers out of the way. The archers are pelting them pretty good. Alright. I'm basically just running around in circles. We're in good shape now. Now I just run them through the horde. Basically, you pull back, then run through all the people. He's still getting messed up pretty good. This is why you want ranged weapons, though. If I had bows, they would all be dead by now. Alright. I'm feeling pretty confident we've done enough here. There we go. Got the last one. Now we got a bunch of new spears. That's good. Got some new items. Global map. Get these points. Nice. Ooh, look at that bronze spear. Not bad. And some tech points. We're going to get this last temple, and then we're going to head back. Alright, so we no longer need to make bread. I'm going to have them stop production there and focus on better things. We have 24 laborers, which is kind of crazy. Got a new fishing hut coming up. We're staying on top of food for the most part. Oh my god, that is a lot of people coming over here to help for one fishing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's absurd. We need to get into animal husbandry and get barns up. Though this is a problem, is that the pelt dryers and everything, we have no animals. Like, we've hunted everything to extinction almost. Alright, we're at the last spot. Explore. Nice, there was 2 tech points in there. Alright, let's get back. That's a lot of tech for us. Oh, we got dirt roads. Look at that. Settlers move faster on roads. Okay, we have a lot of people sitting around doing nothing, so this is actually kind of a Goldilocks period of time for us. So, we need to figure out a place that we're definitely going to have roads. Alright, we'll do it there. I actually feel kind of stupid because I don't know where my roads are going to go. I'm going to be reorganizing all of this. I can tell you this. I will have agriculture out here, so... hold up. Hold up. This is probably going to be one of the gates right here. So let's do this. Yeah, we'll have a road like that. Too soon to know how we're going to do our roads because I don't have the buildings I want. I do know I want them to be, you know, by 2s. So certain buildings you can upgrade to. So I noticed that they were kind of like hitting in. So I'm going to give a 1 tile gap. Like enemies were like burning stuff on the edges. I'm going to give a multi-tile gap. There we go. But that does tell me that we'll have a road through here. Yep. And we'll organize everything around that road. There we go. Get some more houses up. Screw it. We're going all in. Now, we do have a lot of people, so let's just keep going for it. Got the fishing huts over here. That's not a good spot for a fishing hut. We already got that guy. Those are pretty weak locations. 1 and 1. Oh, wow. I don't have the fish enterprise that I thought I would. These guys don't even have 2 per. Okay, over here is a good spot. There's a 3er in the day. Okay, we're still doing decent. I'm gonna get another bonfire up. Got 2 new settlers. Got some more animals coming in. I think we could actually say there's a good chance of a road going this way. There we go. Yeah, I might as well. I mean, people are just sitting around with nothing to do. I might as well get some of these roads out. There's really not much room for moving fast over here, as you can see, though. Into day 33. Okay, we're getting low on clothing. Do a bunch. Backpacks. I really need to get to the point where I can set quotas, because I always get sidetracked with something else. Alright, we got some people freezing to death. We got the clothing being made. Alright, we'll get the clothing. It will be okay. Dang, that's kind of cool seeing all these roads. We need to start chopping down trees. Start on that. All this done. Let's just chop down everything around here. It's kind of crazy having this many people, I'm not going to lie. Like, you can get so much done. Alright, bunch of bone knives. Alright, end of the day. We're running out of bones, too. Oh, boy. Yeah, so to get into copper tools, we need bone knives. We just need to actually focus all our remaining materials into bone knives right now and get copper tools up. Do a bunch of bone knives right now. Annual plan, I'm going to stick... Oh, we're out of that period. Okay. See if we can roll. Let's do quick workshop production this time. That was the best one I saw. And we kind of need it. Got our guys coming back, but they're still pretty far away. No new laws. 7 wheat away, and... Oh, wow. Just some sticks. We're really close. So, once again, tell people to go out into the world and get all the resources. Got cabbage, too. Always get the cabbage. Okay, we're in good shape. It looks like we're not getting enough sticks, though, so let's put 2 people into the gatherer's hut. And ore extraction. I would really like to get this. Yeah, we need ore extraction technology to get rid of these boulders. Got a few people freezing to death, but that's alright. We got clothing incoming. Short bows procced. Alright, these roads actually should help a little bit. Got ourselves an enemy approach. Gather them all up. Crap. Yeah, we got a few people who are freezing to death. This is silly. I got too many people. Going a little too fast, too. It's alright, though. Oh, nice. It's mammoths. We need their pelts. Okay. We're going to clean through these guys quick. Alright, 1 person perished. It happens. We kind of need to get rid of them anyway. We have like 22 laborers. 50 housing. Not enough place in the warehouse. Okay. Get ourselves up some warehouse space. I think here will work in the day. We're only in day 36. We're already heck of far. Yeah, I don't need any more settlers at this point. Alright, we're 2 wheat away. 2 wheat away. Oh, yeah. Big old grouping of it right back there. Perfect. Those guys are so far away. We're actually going to have all the materials for what we need before they get here. Copper tools. 1 tech point. 1 bone knife away. Cool. So we'll get copper tools and we'll get agriculture when those guys get back. Alright, we get 1 more storage up too because we're going to need it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can get the road up this way too. Perfect. Alright, end of day 36. Alright, we got more wheat. We want as much as possible so we can get seeds going. We got more cabbage. We want the cabbage as well. 5 new settlers. Oh my gosh. I gotta feed everybody. Alright, let's go back to basics. Right here in the primitive workshop. Bunch of bows. Tailor. Bunch of clothing. Some backpacks. We definitely need more backpacks. Alright, yeah, and they're getting those roads up quick. The roads will definitely help with the agricultural things that we're gonna do. And, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 road. That's how I kind of want to do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 road. There we go. Man, look at him get to work. It's crazy. Crazy having this many people. Alright, into day 37. Alright, we got rid of some of the trees there so we can finish off the road. We're running out of bone. Oh man, they're so far away. Alright, let's cut down all these trees here. I know we need that for defensive structures. Oh, actually, right now we're just low on short bows. Not bad. We're running out of warehouse space so quickly. Let's do a bunch of warehouses right here. Three ought to do it. Into day 38. Dang, 4 new settlers. This is getting kind of crazy. Alright, no more new houses for a bit. Now, luckily, though, we are feeding everybody with the fish, I think. Once we get into agriculture, we can go a little bit bigger. 49 pop. We're really, really close to being home. Went out a little too far, I think. I should have came back with the first tech point and just held it there. Live and you learn. I'm going to take the dude out of the pottery hut because we don't need it quite yet. Alright, so all these little primitive huts back here, I think I need to destroy them and create this as a massive granary area. We're going to wait till we unlock the granary to do that, but yeah, it needs to go. Put a storage over here for now. Heat this up. This will be a huge farming area. We're going to have farmers, granary storage, and they can go down the road and pick things up. Alright, we're getting hit. Let's go into defensive mode. And we have a bunch of bows this time. Oh, wow. Well, we needed pelts, I guess, right? We're just gonna scream through these guys. What the heck are they doing? Alright, we're gonna just come out and fight them ourselves. There we go. You can hear the bows going crazy in the background. Ah, too fast. Too fast. Alright, we got our guys back. Enter. Boom. Okay. Tech. Agriculture. Copper tools. Beautiful. Pause the game real quick. So for farming, we need a farmer's hut, of course. I'm gonna place 2 of them back here. And you can see we need a bunch of sticks, and we're running out. So I'm gonna have people help out with the stick situation. And we need garden beds. Now garden beds are pretty easy. We're gonna do 5 by 5. And that's a lot. It is a lot. That up. Get the farmers up. Now we also got up copper. Now, in the beginning of the game, you don't have too much that you can do with this. You need to get ore extraction. That requires 40 copper ore and 6 copper pickaxes. Now, the only way to get that stuff in the early part of the game is to find little mounds of it. Now, we can actually take our gatherer here. No, he can't do that. That's right. We gotta do it by hand. So we have to find anywhere out here. Crazy is we have like a lot of tin. Okay, here we go. A ton of copper back here. There's definitely some ground. Wow, there's no ground. We can do prospecting. There we go. Alright, we found some. So we'll do ore extraction on the copper. A little bit over here too. Get that going. Oh, dang. I had some right here. My bad. Got tin over here. So you just click the little ore extraction tool down there. And, okay, we'll let them get this up to speed. Now, once I can get crafting limits, that's when the game really starts, my perspective. So we got to get to that too. Okay, but agriculture is where it's at. So let's get this farm hut up. Now, what we need is a bunch of wheat seeds. We need around 25 wheat seeds. So all the wheat we get from now is going to go straight into seed. And I'm just going to get them going crazy on them. Because we do have 17 wheat. Now, it's 2 wheat per seed, as you can see here. It's about 10. Now, each one of these, when harvested, will yield 8 wheat. And the original seed plus 1 of the straws. And that's really cool. Right now, I said we're sitting pretty happy with where we are. Keep producing short bows. And I'm gonna need clothing production up, actually more so than the baskets. And straw is great because we don't have to rely on pelts anymore for housing and all types of stuff. So it'll be good to get to that period of time. Ooh, nice. We got some iron veins up there. Yeah, we got a lot of tin. Oh, there we go. There's some good copper over there. All right, into day 42. Making good progress. All right, we're currently out of wheat. So we only need one of these guys for now. Got the garden bed over here. I'm going to put this to a high priority. I should probably say stop prospecting. I can't, though. Oh, they got the rest of it. Perfect. We got 62 copper. Wow. Okay, we're going to stop doing bows. And we're going to just mass copper pickaxes. And then we can get ore extraction. Nice, we got defensive structures. Good. Ore extraction. Just need 6 copper pickaxes now. And we need to send our dudes back into the world. So let's go down to our scout camp. Send them out. And now we're going to go the other direction. Actually, let's go down. Let's go down and see what's behind us. Yeah, the main thing I need to do is just keep up with pelt. Pelt clothing. We got 105 pelts. Not bad. We're just hanging in on food. I'm going to hold off on expanding our population until we get the agricultural stuff done. Then we can get rid of this boulder. We can get into thatch. We can start getting housing out correctly. Yeah, all these little fishing huts really save the day. Sticks do I have? 136. Yeah, we got 2 people gathering sticks, which seems to be keeping up. We're running out of animals to find. I kind of don't want to send anyone down here because I think I could potentially kill every animal in the game. Holy cow, that's a lot of copper down there, though. All right, we made it to the first spot. Let's keep exploring, and let's end the day. All right, we only need 6 of these pickaxes, so I'm going to stop. Now, you can see that the work speed goes to 100. Let's actually talk about heroes, right? So you got Stone Knife at 50% work speed, damage 1.5, 1.75, and then 2 at copper. Work speed goes up 25% per. You see the max durability? So Stone Knife is 80, and copper is 160. I'm still, and Bow Knife is 120. I'm going through this stuff so quick. But it does make 2 of them, right? So we try making some copper knives. I just feel like we're going through the knives so quickly. Then we could try making, you can't make a copper spear. We can make a bone spear. That's in the day. All right. They are now idle on the world map. Keep exploring. At start next year, we're going to try to get as much wheat as we can from the world, but I think we're going to be able to start our agricultural revolution here pretty soon. And that's going to be a big deal. And we actually almost have enough prosperity, I think, to get crafting limits. So let's hold up on that, right? So we're getting quite a bit of prosperity per day for 90. Not bad. Food's kind of going quick now that we don't have any animals to hunt. I'm going to search for some fish spots. Okay, right here. 2. Oof. 2 as I can do. All right, 2 is better than nothing, right? Ooh, got another one right here. There we go. Yeah, 2 new fish spots. That should help out a lot into day 46. You also want food varieties, so, I mean, bread alone isn't going to do it for us. Okay, quick production. I like that. Yeah. Global map. There we go. 2 temples right below us. Yeah, so vegetable cultivation, you need 200 wheat. 20 wheat on hand and some baskets. Vegetable cultivation is huge for us, too. Thatching. Just need straw. I mean, we're making really good progress. Flax. That's a good one, too. Animal husbandry. We're making good progress there. But ore extraction, we need 2 more pickaxes. Let's see what's going on. We got 2 in production. I'm going to do just 4 because I'm worried someone's going to come pick one up. And then we'll do a bunch of copper knives. No problem. Here we go. Let's get it going. Ooh, we had a mass die-off because we're down to 46. We're just going to keep pumping out clothing for a bit. Just get a surplus. Oh, there they go. New day. So right now we're just trying to seed everything. There's cabbage down here. Alright, we got to destroy these berry bushes here. And I'm doing them 5 by 5, not for any particular reason other than I think it's a manageable size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And get down another thing of wheat. I'm going to try to get both of these things full. A lot of seed. A lot of seed. Need around 50 seed for all that. But we're going to have more bread than I know what to do with just based off that. Okay. We're at our first ancient ruins. Explore. Get the tech point. Go to the next spot. Alright, we're about to get hit. Get everyone together. Oh, nice. It's just 2 giant mammoths. Rabid mammoths. Yeah, these guys are weak. We're ready for them. That was nothing. Oh, crap. More of them. I was wondering where the others were. Alright. Needed the pelts, needed the food. Oh, looks like I lost somebody. Whoops. It's okay. We'll get over it. But yeah, we can kind of see, you can see like one's at 1, one's at 1, one's at 11. So 3 is about right where you want your fishers, from my experience. I tried 4 and I felt like they just weren't getting all of it. Dang, dude, there's a lot down here. The neighboring settlement. Sometimes they'll give you flax, and that's good because that's your first source of flaxseed. Oh, crap. He's stuck. I'm going to move him off. There we go. Yeah, he was stuck. That was weird. Down to 72 food. Alright, and day 48. And we got ore extraction. Boom. You want to do that fast, especially when things have cost. So primitive metallurgy is right here. We need 4. Ooh. 6,000. Ooh, that's actually real close. Need 4 copper pickaxes. 100 copper ore in total. And that will give us copper ingots, copper spears, copper hammer, charcoal, 10 ore, ancient smithy, bloomerate. That gets us into bronze tools. Okay. Yeah, we're making good progress. Dog domestication's next, so we need dried fruits for that. I should have done that a while ago. So we're going to turn you to dried fruits. Keep you guys on dried fish, you on dried meat. But over here, we're going to go to... Oh, we've been on wild berries. We're good. Alright. And we're making good progress. Alright, so we got the ancient ruin here. We're going to go down into the city now, and then we'll pull back to the town. Get all this wheat here. I know there's some wheat over here as well. 2. So, yeah, we're going to try to supercharge ourselves. Get some nuts and everything. Actually, just going to have them get everything, because we have, like, 20 people sitting around. And there's all this good stuff around us. Even the honey. Yeah, just get it all. Yeah, 27 laborers. It's awesome. You need a bunch of laborers, though, to get things rolling. Alright, let's get farmer back in here helping out. Massing the seed. Got 19 wheat. There we go. And at day 49, we're on day 50. We're doing really well. We're about where I was on day 150 at day 50 with the high strategy of just rushing. Iron veins. Yeah, iron would be dope. Go to the world map. Okay, he's at the neighboring settlement. We got some flax and a technology. Let's head back. Now, flax. We need a little bit of baskets. More wheat, more straw. Nice. Animal husbandry is where it's at, though. Need a bunch of wheat. Yeah, so we just have to keep focusing on wheat. And then we can get some straw production going. And the straw production is done by the farmers. That's why you want multiple farm huts. And we're going for the crafting limitations right now. Yeah, inventory slot +1 is what the wicker backpack does, and it's really cool. Not enough warehouse space. Okay, well that's a problem. Get 2 more warehouses up. Crazy is, once you get to the thatch age, it's actually like cheap to upgrade a lot of stuff too. Alright, we're back to 49 pop. Yeah, if you play your cards right, it's real simple to keep your populations up. Alright, look at that food coming in now. Yeah, just use your massive industry of people. Just go out and start gathering everything that exists. You can get quite a bit. There's berries galore up there. Eventually we'll get fruit trees and all types of jazz. And that's when your society just starts booming. Now, one thing we do have is gates, stockades. One thing we should get into, though, is foundations. I just need 2 more axes. We can start working on some stuff now, especially with this large group of people. We can start cutting trees down. Let's peel back over here. Get a couple oh no, we need stone axes. A bunch of those and a bunch of bows. Bows are really useful too. Alright, day 52. Feed this up. Okay. We have 9 more seed left. I already put these guys on high. Got a little bit of wheat over here we can gather. Cabbage. Cabbage. Okay. Trying to think what to do now. I guess I should have just given him 4. Because I wasn't... Well, wait. Oh, we got 2 over here. Yeah, he's got these 2. Alright, I'm going to get him up. Alright. Well, we did get ore prospecting. And that's pretty dope. Yeah, so ore extractor, I can build the ore digger camp. That's awesome. Start looking into that. Here we go. Okay. This is his radius. And there's 40 copper. Wow. There's 40 copper there. There's so much over there. Sticks, pelts, cobblestone for this. And yeah, back here, another 40. Yeah. Oof. We can get copper. What I would like to do is get rid of these boulders. So we're going to place him right here. Get him going. Clean these areas out. That's cool. Alright. And like I said, one of these is going to yield 8. So once you get to that stage, it's like amazing. Keep the seed coming. We got 40. We got 50. Oh, wow. 63. Alright. So, yeah, once we get quotas, we can start making bread with it. We got a lot of food. Got a massive happiness. We can get 7 people per day on a good proc. Some people are going to perish here soon. We're getting attacked by a lot of animals, which is interesting. Alright, so we no longer have to manually gather wheat, and we're about to get a big surplus. So we got 49 people, a lot of them with bows. Again, we're not really... This is like nothing. We're just going to clean right through it. Boom. Oh, there's one dude out here all by his lonesome. Get him. There we go. Got him. Alright, world map. We're back home. Enter. And then I'm going to immediately send him back out. And we're going to go this way now. Get as many tech points as possible. Yeah, we're well on our way to vegetable cultivation. Okay. Not enough warehouses. So a couple things. I'm going to get rid of the primitive workshop. These guys, like the food dryers, the pelt extractors, all this needs to be rethought out. I just want to reorganize everything, so I'm just going to destroy it. Now, they can also be upgraded. You don't have to... So, you can see here, I don't have the technology for flax, so this is the tailor. So all the workshops need to be redone. Now I can get this road down here. Right? So this is what I'm thinking. I'm even going to destroy these storage tents. Oh, wow. Got some tin back here. It's in the day. I'm going to reorganize all of this. I want a road back here like this. Back here like that. Go. Side. Okay. This is what we need here. 2 primitive workshops, right? We got a road coming out like this. There we go. On the other side, I want 3 tailor huts. A lot, but you'll see why when we get to the late stages of the game. So 2 primitive work camps, 10 of those huts. Over here, on this road, we're going to do storage tents. A lot of them. There we go. Alright, let's let them get to work on that new project. The big one. Get some organization to this chaos. Alright, we're back in business. Let's get that clothing produced. And some backpacks. Primitive workshops. I'm going to have one that just literally is pumping out bows for now. And then we're going to have another, and it's going to focus on... Got bones, don't we? 40 bones? Let's get some bow knives done. End the day. Alright. Yeah, bows and knives. I'm going to leave these 2 guys sleeping. We don't need them quite yet. Actually, that's not true. Let's get one guy going on backpacks. And let's get the other guy going on baskets. Start procking those. Yeah. Time to get serious, right? Time to get our game on. Alright, the ore digger is done. We're going to choose copper. Yeah, copper now. I actually have a lot of copper. I just hate using it. Alright, we got a lot of people sitting around doing nothing. Have them go out and hand gather. Why are they doing nothing? Got 41 seed. Yeah, they should be on these beds. I'm going to put these to very high priority. Right, the farmer's hut. We don't need that many. Yeah, we need like 10 more wheat seed. Alright, this is actually pretty cool. We got a lot of storage now. And a day 55. Oh, it's winter. My bad. That's why they weren't planting. Okay. We got a lot of food. We got a lot of people out here doing fishing. I think we're going to be in good shape. Okay, we got foundations now. So 4 more axes and we get landscape editing. Okay. Well, I don't want to wait. Cut down this whole forest. Yeah, we got like 20 people. Let's cut down this forest. And we just need some axes now. Come over here. Get rid of the bows. Pump out a bunch of axes. Yeah, they're going ham. There's a lot of trees out there. And now we have foundations. So foundation is just basically rounding things. It takes forever. So each one of these is 2 logs, right? What you do is you use a ladder on this part. We're going to leave it just the way it is. And start working on etching. This is going to be one of the longest parts of the build. So just getting all this out. There we go. But it raises it basically into an earth wall for a defensive perimeter. So we'll let them focus on that. Good thing to do when you have that many laborers in the winter. Perfect thing to do, in fact. They can't harvest, they can't do crap. So that's what we'll do from now on. For all our winters, we'll focus on a small portion of our defenses. We have 30 grain. Let's see. Get some flour. Crap, we're getting attacked. Alright, we got ourselves... Oh, crap. Did not run. Oh, there goes Kevin. Alright, let's meet him on the battlefield. We got archers. I'm just gonna let him fight. Bungo bungo style. It's just a mosh pit, man. When you have this many archers, as you can see back here, I mean, we're kicking ass, man. There we go. We lost 2 people. It's alright. We'll get them back tomorrow. It really is. This is what they look like with bows, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, we got a guy on the map. We got ourselves in an ancient ruin. We're going to take it. Go to this next little ruin. And then I'm probably going to come back, because we need the points. Alright, 1 more stone axe, and we got landscape editing. Okay, let's get a bunch of backpacks. And let's get a bunch of baskets. And it's amazing how much clothing we're going through, but I'm just going to keep going. Day 58. Alright, we got a little bit of bread going. Good. One of the requirements for some tech. Or we got 3 settlers. So we replace our losses pretty easily. We're getting a lot of copper, too. That's great. Nice, look at that. We already built everything up. Okay. Get up this part of the wall now. What happens is, when you get this completely correct, I kind of like this, though, the way it is ramped like that. So we're not going to do a ladder. We're just going to leave it ramped. And then, basically, we can get a gate like this. But we're gonna be smart about this. Thinking we do a gate, then we do ramparts. Basically, create like a little killing field right here. Have them all facing in like that. Then get gated off like that. There we go. Let's see if that works. Foundations up all the way around. Okay. I just want to get this last little part done. I know I need to let them do the real jobs, but we're making progress. And we're going to do that for the whole thing. Now, what I want, though, is landscape editing. Because now, literally change the world. So here's a lower and raise, elevate landscaping. So over here, you can see it has to be cleared, but I could cut this whole area off back here, which is what I want to do. Because I just want this to be one little fort. And we need to clear the area. Okay. We gotta cut this all down. Alright, that's the goal. I was thinking at one point we would fortify all this, but it's just too... Like, this is really easy to do. I'm gonna leave the gate open. Otherwise, they start burning things down. But all of our buildings are gonna be up here and protected. Or maybe we should fortify this thing. Maybe it wouldn't be that hard. Hold up. Let me rethink this. Because that's pretty cool. Alright, we got our guy on the global map. Yeah, I gotta think about that. It might not actually be as much work as I'm making it out to be. Let's go to this place up here. Another settlement. There we go, because we can elevate. I didn't think about that. So what we should do is yeah. Let's clear this area so we can see. But I could just elevate the sides. And then we foundation it. And the same over here. Like, we can lower and elevate. And then we have a raised platform for future housing. And one way up. Oh, crap. I put them facing the wrong direction. Okay. Make sure they're facing the correct way. There we go. As you can see, we're going to have enough wheat to do anything we want. It'd be crazy. So, infinite bread on this guy, and infinite flour on that guy. These guys, let's start procking straw production. We don't need a whole lot of it, but we need some of it to get some of the technology points. Okay, yeah, so being able to edit landscaping. So that means, too, you can just take any destination that you want and make it work. Easier just to do it this way, in my opinion, but interesting that you can do that. So let's do it. I don't think it will take much work. All right, it's time to go big. Get 3 more houses out. Get 5 or 6 more people. We need more laborers. So for vegetable cultivation, I just need 20 wheat on hand and about 28 more wheat in general. There you go. Wheat right there. Actually, you know what we can do? So I could technically lower this and then raise a land bridge at some point. Like, we could do this on the side. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is enough. You know what I mean? My only concern are these guys over here. I'm going to have to destroy this at some point. Having one way... I mean, this is going to be big enough for whatever our needs are, in my opinion. But there we go. Now the walls all connect. Perfect. At the killing field. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call it. I think this is the right call. We're going to clear this zone. And then fortify this area. And we can always raise this back. Right? It's just a couple of tiles. Always come back to this. Alright, we gotta destroy the beehives over here. Perfect. Got 3 new settlers. We're moving on up. Yeah, they will terraform this out. And we will have our defensive perimeter. There it is. Yeah, that was easy. The gatherer's head up here, he's getting wild berries, but you know what? He don't matter. Alright. We're doing it. Alright, we're on the global map. New place. Explore. Got some flax seeds. Go back. Yeah, flax would be a good one to get into as well. 80 straw. Alright. So we did it. So in the winter, we're going to finish this up. You know, it's actually kind of crazy, is I keep forgetting we can raise grain too. So we can get this all level. A dork. Okay. Get that done. Yeah, let's... Ooh, I should have... I'm going to destroy all this. Alright, let's use our beautiful terraforming system. Yeah, that is actually really unique that you can just raise the whole dang thing. There are certain games, like Farthest Frontier, which won't let you do that. Okay, we'll raise that. But yeah, we can make our area a little bit bigger. Got 136 food. I probably should be focused on those things, but I never am. Always out here building the cool stuff. Hey, yeah, we got ourselves a little moat. Oh, I wonder if I can moat it. That's actually a good idea. Oh, so yeah, you went through 3 pretty good. You could do 4. I think 3 is a good number for it, though. Yeah, you can lower. I think I can actually lower and create lakes. Oh my god, that is a lot of wheat. Alright. Deposit discovery. Now you will find random resources about digging the landscape. Okay. Let's pause real quick. Now you will find random resource deposits by digging up the landscape. Clay, copper, iron. Oh, that's cool. That's that. We can basically dig into the mountains now. Maybe that's what we'll do over there. Alright, we lost somebody. Like I said, oh, they set one of my fishing huts on fire. This is actually dangerous because those little fishing huts are a large quantity of our food. What we need to do here, because we don't have the defenses up, get these guys here. Okay, and then lead them over here. Otherwise, they'll just go around destroying everything. As you can see, we gotta be careful. We gotta get our defenses up sooner rather than later. Alright, we got Everett. Alright, we're just gonna keep getting stuff raised. And then all this over here. Destroy all this. And we'll raise this part too. Have a nice little square. Alright. In the day. I like this though. I like this little entry path that we have. But they'll have to run up through here, which is fine. It's basically we just want to control the way they're going. And what's kind of cool is if we want to expand the colony, I can always destroy a wall. Like I can always raise a piece and bring it out. Oh, we got thatching. We're gonna do thatching first. And vegetable cultivation. Cool. Alright, we'll have to send the scouts out on that one. So what we're going to want is another 5x5. Wrong thing. Alright, another 5x5. Another 5x5 over here. And we're gonna need cabbage seeds, which we can get from this area. Carrot seeds we'll have to get from the world map. So now we need to find some cabbage. Immediately get some cabbage. There we go, 2 out of 2. And primarily, wow, 457 food. That's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, we probably can get the laws that I need now. Crafting limits, thank God. Okay. So we're going to go through and set everything proper now. So Taylor's hut. I'm going to set the Taylor... So I've had problems setting them to do infinite things, right? I know this is going to seem a little crazy. They have a really hard time prioritizing things. And I feel like, for the time being, I'm just going to set them to each do one action. So 50 clothing, 40 baskets. Yeah. Bunch of backpacks. Perfect. For the primitive tools, this is where I'm going to mix and match. So, like, stone isn't actually that easy for me to get. I think I'm still going to manually control some of this stuff. Let's make some copper knives. And let's make some bone spears. Yeah, I'll have to think about this one, actually. For the farm hut, though, now we can set, like, quotas on straw. So I want, at any time, 80 straw. And it will remember that stuff. Okay, 300 wheat seeds. Nah, we need... for our setup, we need 50, 25, and 25 on carrots. Okay. Keep that going. Let's speed this up. Alright, the ore digger is done. I'm going to destroy that. But we got thatching. So now we can build ancient huts, which is just clay and 3 straw and some sticks. So cool. Alright, we need more clay. Like hundreds of it. Now what we can do, we have these areas. Okay, this is where things are going to get a little weird. I'm going to do this. We're going to raise the back. All right, this is good. This is good. One raise here. All right, we're good after that. End of the day. All right, we're in the winter time. Time to get crazy. Now, okay, now we can do this too. So at any given time, we should have 50 bread. 50 bread. Go, and that means 50 flour. There we go. And I'm going to put these as high priorities. Food. Okay, so we should be good there. Now, I think what we should do is cut down this entire forest. And then get the side walls up. Yeah, that foundation going. Defense is up. Oh, yep, look at that. We went into the water. You can indeed dig into the water. And we lost some fishy huts. We need to get those up too. You know what? I'm gonna do 4. Change my mind. We'll just do 4. We'll do 1 big guy over there. And I'll do 1 guy over here, even though I have a tent. Oh, I have tons of tent. Whatever. We got plenty of people. It's a bit silly. Yeah, fish are hard. Fish are gonna be hard to maintain unless I put a wall around it, right? But we have 320. Yeah, we got 320 up there. Perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna deproc that so we can do other things today. Like I said, I've noticed some kind of weirdness. They don't do what I want them to do. Because we have 79. Okay. Never mind, my bad. I didn't realize I had so many. Nice, woolly mammoths, thank God. I want the meat. Alright, and they should come right towards us. They don't burn anything down. They don't have that motivation. We've got 31 laborers. I think we can get the majority of the defenses up. Right, and here they come in through the kill pit. Yeah, they're a little dumb, actually. They're getting stuck on it. Kind of cool. I'm just gonna power through it. Oh, crap. They're actually hitting him. You can see that they're hitting him through the wall there. We lost a few people. That's funny. Okay. So you do actually want a wall there. I'm gonna leave it there. I mean, I'm happy with what it is. Let's look at guys back. Okay, so we got some problems here because I gotta figure out how I want to do this now. So there's 2 types of housing. There's the ancient hut, which gives 8, and it's just living space. And one uses a little bit less material. It uses less straw. It doesn't use less clay. It uses less sticks. Those are things that I don't necessarily care about. But we're gonna go a little crazy here, okay? Ancient hut. Our population is about to explode. I just want to get the streets right. Okay. So, with that in mind, all of these houses back here are absolute trash. And I set the tailor to make clothing. They're not doing it. Again, I've just noticed some stickiness with the quota system. It's okay. Everything's going to be perfect. Game is barely out. Okay. Enter the settlement. We're back home. I'm going to have to think about my next journey. Would like to get some goats and stuff. Oh, there's the carrot glade. Yeah, let's go get those carrots. Looks like we have some natural... Oh, cool. Yeah, when you put it up against the water like that, it just naturally does the wall system for you. Okay. They're going to hate this because they're going to have to walk all the way around now, but whatever. Yeah, so that's actually interesting, is I could literally just... Instead of doing the fortifications that way, we just dig a moat. Who doesn't like a good moat? Alright, we gotta get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, we'll just dig a moat around it into day 70. I'm gonna leave this part, though. I like the mix. It's like mix of moat and not moat, right? Yeah, let's continue with quick workshop. Fruit cultivation. Flax. Get flax. And fruit cultivation. Oh, don't have it. Flax was the right call, though. Because we're getting flax seeds from the cities. And we need to turn that... Okay, we're gonna do a 5x5. There. And this is gonna be flax. Okay, so this guy over here should be cabbage. This should be carrots. I didn't set these up right. Okay, cool. Good shape. And then over here, we're going to make anything into flax seeds. 30 flax. Okay. So let's get the cabbage. Wheat. Don't need the wheat, but I want it. Cut all this down. Keep them hard at work over here. Alright, yeah, they're getting the agricultural going. I'm kind of having these fish, they got all screwy. I'm just going to send a dude to help this guy out. It's actually kind of crazy, is we could easily bring the agriculture up over here. That would be the smartest thing to do. Let's clear cut this whole area over here and bring all our agriculture here. We don't even need this. We could put fruit trees or something outside with gathering huts. That would be a better use of this area, is for fruit trees. Let's bring this up and bring the agriculture inside. Gotta destroy a couple beehives, but yeah, I think we can do it. And we're gonna just cut the backside out here. This is much easier just to expand out that way. I mean, you could go as crazy as you want. That's the cool thing. All right, we got the carrots. Nice, 3 carrot seeds. Perfect. We're heading back right now with those carrot seeds. Peak season, so I want to get this all done. Okay, they are doing their jobs now. They're just not... Yeah, they're doing it. Into day 73. I'm gonna proc the flax, though. I just want to get 1 flax going. All you need is 1 flax, because it's going to yield 8, and then you can grow a whole thing from there. Alright, we're getting hit. We don't want them to set anything on fire, so we gotta be careful. We're just going to fight them. Yeah, we're just going to fight them. Oof. We lost a couple people. We lost 2. But we definitely need to get all our defenses up. And yeah, I think like we perma-hurt the fish over here. They're kind of being weird. Now we're getting to a point where we need a lot of prosperity to get certain things. We gotta be careful. Law faster extraction. Expanded 1 more slot for annual plans. That's the one to go with. Because now, when I get a choice, 9 days remaining. Next time we get a choice, we can put 2 into play. Alright, let's continue to clean things up. You guys are going bye-bye. In the day there. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of feel like our entry path should be over here. So we can come out here and dig this mountain down for the resources it was talking about. I don't know. I feel like we can... I feel like we could expand the colony this way up top. If we really wanted other stuff. I don't know. I like it. You really only want to have 1 entry path, though. Oof. Getting behind. Get a bunch of bows procced. Alright, we got a bunch of good stuff there. We got spears. Let's keep getting... Ooh, copper hose. Yeah, copper hose for sure. Help us with the farming. Hunters. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do in this game. You can see we got our little moat going. Backside there. That's cool. Okay. Day 75. You can see I'm just raising all this area up now. Alright, we got dog domestication. Animal husbandry is now on the docket. Animal husbandry is huge. It's a huge thing to get. Alright, we're going to get rid of this storage tent because we're gonna put granaries here. I gotta actually rethink everything, as I said earlier. Okay, so for the barns, that I don't have to think. The barns we're gonna place wherever our storage is. The animals will kind of roam around. They'll have a good time. We got the new houses on the back. We can upgrade all of these too. I like this actually. Let's do 2 barns right over here, kind of like inside the community. We'll let them keep going. All right, he's on the global map. He's gonna pop in. We got the carrot seeds from them now. Let's send them back out. We did also, as you can see, we got flax, we got veggie. Okay, that gives us quite a bit. Yeah, fruit cultivation is next on the docket. We need a bunch of clay pots. Yeah, see, there, she's not keeping up. She's not keeping up the production. Let's turn it on, all of them, and we'll get into linen making here shortly too. I'm having problems. Okay, one of the things I need to get back up is that clay maker. Yeah, the pottery hut. Gonna get it up over here for now. Day 76 is over. Okay, we're on the global map. Start exploring, looking for resources that are near us. Okay, we have pretty much the whole area mapped out. Just need to destroy these 2 hives back here. I'm gonna moat. We're gonna do a moat on the outside here. I think the moat's cool. It's real cool. Day 78. Yeah, we can take all of our farming down into here. All right, we're being attacked, and then we don't have to worry about anyone hitting us out in the fields. Right, here they come. All right, we're gonna be able to actually utilize our defensive structure this time because they're coming from the right direction. Whoa, they're coming in hot. They're coming in hot. There's a lot of them too. All right, let's speed this up. There we go. Yeah, they can actually attack. It looks like, yeah, they're running through the gauntlet this time. The woolly mammoths could attack, but these guys can't. We'll fight them in the pit, but the pit is working as intended. Man, we whomped. Get back to work. 30 people. All right, we have 30 people in the fields. That's crazy. We got 64. Might need some more bonfires. Not sure, actually. I think we do. That area raised. Just need to get the clay out of there, and we're good to go. There we go. Perfect. All right. We got some, we got goats down here, so we're gonna go get them goats. Get 2 people in these barns. We'll get the goats. The goats will actually mate and replicate. You get milk and all types of stuff. Not enough warehouse space. Story of my life. We got small ancient warehouses, but you need clay pots. So we need a lot of clay pots now. Funny enough, right? So we're gonna set a quota of 50. Get a dude in there. Get that going. Now this will expand our storage from 80 to 96, which isn't a crazy amount, but when you have a bunch of buildings, it does add up. And yeah, again, just completely failing me. Completely failing me to automate clothing production. We're gonna do it by hand. That's all right. We'll get there. Maybe the linen clothing won't have that issue, so we'll move into that soon. 328 wheat. Enough to make quite a bit of bread. I am actually thinking about taking this out and putting it over here. I like it a little bit more. We're back in winter. Okay, cool. Now everyone can focus on what's really important. Making this awesome, cool moat. There we go. We got the last little spot. Alright, we're on the global map. Let's get these deer. Or the goats, I should say. I just got 4 new settlers. And get up a few more storage units because we're going a little crazy. And one thing I didn't get up were all the wrecks. Okay. Need to organize this all a little bit better. This is actually not a bad spot back here. Pelt dryers. Let's do pelt dryers over here. We'll do food dryers right here. 1 for each. Now, the tailor can be upgraded now. Maybe that's what I upgrade this. I'm gonna upgrade this one ancient tailor. You get more prosperity. There's the prosperity per workplace. So upgrading will just give you better prosperity. Alright, yeah, we're making good progress. There we go. Look at all that beautiful cabbage. Okay, got the ancient tailor now. Okay, so this one's actually working right. So there's some kind of weird going on. I'll figure it out. All right, infinite dried fish, infinite dried meat, and infinite appled, because we're gonna actually grow apple trees. That's a good one. And then this guy over here, we'll do dried berries for now. Infinite pelts on all of these guys here. We're back in business. End the day. You can see they're doing their darndest over here. We're getting close. Oh crap, I did not mean to raise that. But that's actually an interesting way to do everything. Just raise it twice and you got yourself a natural progression right there. Okay, we actually... Yeah, we should do this correct. Get this all out and then start making mistakes. This side done over here. Might as well connect the rivers here. Kind of weird if it isn't. Actually, no, it's kind of like a little land bridge, right? Alright, we got them goats. 2 goats, 6 meat. Just do one little bit of exploring to see if we can get something else. Oh crap, do you guys see that? I raised it and then put it down and it dropped freaking 10 veins. That's how it's when you lower it and there's a ground. Okay. We can literally replicate materials. I can just sit there going up and down until I get materials. Okay. That's how you do it. Now I got all this tin where I was going to put my crops, though, which really sucks. But, yeah, you know, not a bad problem to have. Alright, we got new animal plans. So, let's see what we can get. Quick movement of settlers. I always get that one. Now we got 2 now, so... Additional food item, but... Oh, increased chance of extracting an additional food item by 50%. Those are the best. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Good for us. In the game. To the world map. Okay, so he's out here. He's got another carrot glade. We will take those carrots, sir. Speed this up. I gotta lower this terrain, but that's how I got all that tin. And the potter, is he doing a good job? He is doing a good job. But we said 50 plus. Alright, enemy is approaching. Let's get everybody together. Yeah, they're coming in hot. Ooh, they're going through the gauntlet of pain. Alright, I think we got this. Oh god, they're pretty tough actually. And we lost 3 folk. That was a lot of bodies. Alright. This isn't bad. Bad. So, yeah, the farm hut, all that jazz. I want to move, like I said, I want to concentrate and move it all over here. I think it's just going to do a better job. Alright. Those 2 down. That up, get that down. Alright, he has gotten the carrots. And a knowledge point, not bad. And there's a little village over here. Neighboring settlement, might get some flax from them. Perfect. Okay, look at that. We're getting there. In the day. Okay, we need to get the platforms up over here. I'm gonna leave, like I said, I'll leave a little bit of the land just to give it that vibe. You know what? No. What's the point, right? We're gonna do something. Make it cool. Yeah. I want to be cool. Alright. Oh, it looks like I was able to get a new fish spawn. I don't know if that was the original over there. I don't know. I like the earth. The thing is I like the earth look. It reinforced earth looks cool. Let's go check out our dude on the world map. At a village. Gonna explore. He's got some flax. All right, let's go back with the flax so we can get the flax going. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave parts of it. What are they doing over here? I said lower it. All right, we got the water over here. This will be the test if we see a fish pop up in this part of it. Okay, are we gonna get materials? Accidentally clicked like on a few of them. Okay, cool. Actually, like having issues where it's procking changes I didn't request. Oh boy, I just want to get this correct and then we're good to go. Okay, so the road really should go down the other way. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take some liberties here. I need to delete some stuff or I'm going to lose my mind. I want it to align and it doesn't align. We only need to delete 1 house. 2 houses. Few houses. A well-designed city is the coolest thing in the world. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, we delete like 4 houses. That's not bad. Okay, in my opinion, it should always go down the middle, right? Right there. That's what I want. We don't have as many laborers now because of all the fields we got going on, but there we go. The This is actually giving me an idea. I like this. I like this raise. We're going to raise it on the sides. And have it be a valley of death. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I like that. In the day. Okay, some of these people need homes. That's a no-brainer. Let's get the road up. Nice houses up for them. There we go. Build those out. We're a little low on food. I probably need to get my act together. There we go. There we go. I like it. Punchy. Alright, we'll have a slope up here. Slope up here. These are going to be little fortified keeps. Alright, yeah, so when they come in, they're going to have to get through all this jazz. It's going to hurt. Alright, it's in the day. Of course, we'll have two little spots here. Towers. Have a gate right here. And then a wall here. And here. And that will be it. And above will rain hellfire. Yep. Little fortress up there. This is perfect. Okay. Now the important thing. Fields. So that is 5x5. That's actually a 5x5. That worked out perfect. So this is going to be our new road system. Here. Head up. So we're going to bring our agriculture here. We can do some other stuff in other areas. I mean, we could bring anything we want. We could do anything we want. Here's another 5x5. Another 5x5 in the day. There's another 5x5. That'll be a 4x5 right there. Or, 4x3. And then 5x5. 5x5. Okay. Feeling pretty comfortable with this. Can't always have what you want. That's alright. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure that the roads line up. I'm going to have the roads system kind of go around the perimeter here. Then you know what? Do one big garden bed here. There we are. Okay. This is looking a little bit sharper. That there. Got plenty of room. Out. I kind of like having the multi area. That'll be grain. This should be grain. This should be grain. This will be cabbage. This will be carrots. This will be flax. And these will be grain for now. Okay, let's go. We're getting attacked. Everybody to their positions. Alright, we're getting hit by a bunch of dudes. They seem to be coming towards us over here. Our defenses are now technically up. Get our guys at the gate. Okay, everybody outside. Yeah, there we went right through them. Oh my god. Yeah, this isn't even really a fight. I mean, the defenses are just that good. They're just that good. Alright. I'm going to let them harvest everything. We'll destroy these fields in the winter. Connect back here. We'll rethink everything we're doing in life. We'll get everything organized properly. To the global map. Alright, we're back home. We got the goats. Okay, so we got the goats. So now we need to assign them over here. Animal limit 5, they'll automatically take care of everything for us. So we have 70 living spaces, 65 people. Not enough warehouses. Alright. I want to kind of redesign the town. Yeah, I think this is good. End of day 90. So yeah, we'll destroy and seal this area off here in a bit. The remnants of the past. I get rid of that road. This new area over here is going to be better. Enough bonfires. Yeah. We just need to completely redesign this setup. I want more farming over here, actually. I feel like if we're going to take this to 100 pop, we're going to need a lot more. This might actually be enough. Yeah, that's actually quite a bit of cabbage. Let's see how it plays out. Alright, for certain, though, for certain, back area here is beautiful. We're going to do houses here. We're going to do houses sideways now. I kind of like to mix it up, right? You know, you have one house going one way, and you have other houses going the other way. Except for this. Doesn't work, does it? Well, let's just do a little bit at a time. Okay. And we're going to start destroying these houses here. Wait for them to get those houses up. Right, we're going to start reorganizing. I need to get these guys out of the way. I know they're homeless. It's okay. They'll get over it. Alright. Speed this up. Yeah, there we go. Now we got ourselves some real old school defenses. Let them get all the materials before we destroy this area. I'm going to leave the roads. We got cancel gathering tool here. Alright, we got warehouses and fruit cultivation. Do both of them. Warehouses are cool. That gives us the granary option now. Alright. Get rid of all these garden beds. Get rid of the defensive stockade. Make sure we got knives. Yeah, we're running out of everything. Got 21 bones. This is becoming the biggest problem. We'll do copper for now. We need to start getting into our tool production. Bump that up. Up the tailor. See, like, none of them are making clothing in any substantial way. Let's bump that up to 60 clothing needed. Jeez Louise, guys. Get them going. Alright. Okay. Let's get the foundation out over here to destroy this road. Like it. Okay. I'm going to leave that out there as a reminder of who we used to be. Beautiful. Okay. So, what I'm thinking... But yeah, let's get rid of all these little primitive huts. Get them out of the way. Into day 93. Alright. Oof. We lost a couple goats, it feels like. Need more goats. Let's send people out. Wonder if I can hit the goat up again. Now, let's go explore it. Might need to get more scouts outside, too. Alright, we're being attacked. Get everybody to their positions. Okay, so they're coming in strong. You can see now, though, we have a field of death. I'm gonna just have to manually control people down here. So we're gonna close the gate and seal their fate. Now they're trapped in the Death Valley. Oh, yeah. Oh, you came to the wrong place, my friends. Oh, God. We had people outside? How did that happen? Alright, well, their fates are sealed. They can run into the trap over here, though. Okay. Yeah, we're making good progress. Get him in here. Okay. We're gonna open the gates now and help out our fellow men. Come on, guys. Oh, God. They're just chasing this one dude. Come back. There we go. Get him into the Valley of Death. There we go. Couple deaths. Not bad. I like this setup, though. It's pretty good. And we can put more and we can get more everything going. Let's set quotas on the short bows. Annual plans. Okay, yep. Food and settler speed. Approved. Boot it up. And we got the 2 people we lost. Easy as that. The gather... Well, we're going to get our... Okay, this is important because we're going to get apple trees going. And, tailors are hard at work, right? Right, guys? I'm having a hell of a time keeping up with these gents, man. They're not doing what I tell them to do. Yeah, there's people freezing, but we have clothing. Kind of drive me nuts. Can have up to 82 pop. I think that's actually pretty good, considering where we are. For some reason, it's not repopulating the jobs of people who have died. Yeah, all these people died while outside. They got ambushed by banditos. Okay, and a day 95. Big chunk of our food wasn't even coming in. That's how good we're doing. Alright, we got the gardens. I really want this space over here for more important things. Barns are fine. Okay, so what we need now are granaries. And the best place for a granary, in my opinion, is right next to all this stuff. So, do 2 there. 1 there. I'm gonna move the farmer huts over here. Thinking we have a road coming down through here. More farming stuff over here. I'm gonna move all the farming stuff over there. I think the granaries are fine. That up. Yeah, so they gotta go to get to any of this stuff. They gotta go all the way out here. This is the inefficiency trap. Hunter's hut is gonna be gone now. This will be gone. I really don't want them running outside all the time. Maybe we should just let the fishing go. Nice, we got 6 new people. All right, farmer hut. All right, so he's gonna start making apple seeds out of the apples we get. Do that 30. Pear seeds, we should have 30 of those. We can start making compost from bones and stuff, but we don't have a lot of that. We need to get more animals. This is the problem. Oh, nice, we got 4 goats. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is reduce the goats, populate the goats there. Boom. Now we got 2 people producing goats. Let that go. I think we can get pigs and stuff like that too. That's pretty cool. All right, farm hut, same exact thing. I want you just to help out with seed production. All right, now that that's done, get rid of these huts over here. So these granaries, they can hold up to 96 a pop. So that's several hundred food right there. Not bad. Our units are idle. We keep them moving. So now we just need to figure out how to organize everything. We're getting close. Glass stockade there. I like the vibe. There we go. But yeah, they can just come up on the ramps. They can fight. Get a few more of these up. Figure 2. Yeah, figure 2 on each side ought to do it. There we go. In the day. And over here, this is where I'm thinking about putting trees. So we can go crazy here. That's what's interesting. So, yeah, I don't even know how many this is. It's a lot. Okay. And then pear trees, same thing. And then what you do is you get a gatherer up. One for pears, one for apples, right? So we just put a gatherer in front of the apples and in front of the pears. There you go. Infinite fruit. We won't need these guys except for sticks. I mean, we can bring that, even that in. So you could actually even put a guy here and then have the stick gathering outside. So pretty cool. World map. All right, we're explorers now. We got carrots and we got wild goats. Let's get some goats and carrots. Now, I don't think the goats actually need any kind of food, so we'll get meat and hide from them. And we need a lot of barns for this, though. We need to find some pears as well. You guys can see, though, the direction things are heading. Like, this is the blow-up phase. That's why a part of me... There's other cultivations that we're going to get, too, so we need areas for that as well. So this area right here, or this area down here even, where we should have fires, all that kind of stuff. I want to reorganize all the storage. I want to reorganize all the crafting. There's a lot I want to do here. So I think a good way to do things is to have housing like this, like kind of on the side. So we'll take a road. Every little piece that you see here is going to be housing. Delete this. That. There we go. So we're losing. We're kind of hurting right now. I need to get the food situation under control a little bit better. There we go. All right. I'm going to delete the storage tent. And we're going to get a road going from here all the way up to here. There we go. And you know what? We'll do a road here to here. I don't think there are any decorations in the game yet, but it's not a bad spot. You know what we could do with these little areas here too? This is like perfect bonfire area. There we go. Yeah, bonfires all the way. There we go. Awesome. Now that will give us more room for those people. All right, world map. You got the carrots. Take it. Go neighboring settlement. Goats. Oh man, we got another carrot glade. We're looking for pears though. So he's saying we don't have any of that jazz. And I'm like, crap. Okay, well let's find them apples. Apples here. We just need to get a few apples going, and we're gonna be in good shape. A few apples out over there. Cabbage and apples. End of day 100. Oh my god, we got cattle. We're doing great because we got all that milk. So now we can get cattle. Okay. Discovers large barn taming and breeding of cows. Okay. So now we can get an even bigger barn. Ancient barn, farm hut. This large barn. Okay. There's a lot to do here. I know I need to upgrade some of these buildings like the primitive workshop and such. I'm hoping this helps me with our bone issue. Well, okay. We got the barns. Okay, storage tent. Get rid of that. So right here is actually a perfect spot for a road. Get the road up. Keep the storages here. Let's upgrade them, in fact. A few at a time. Yeah, we'll do barns and general storage right here. Okay, there should not be that many people. We'll put 1 and 1 in here. So 1 for apples, 1 for pears. I'm just going to set it, forget it, to be quite honest. Just nice. Now I know it's all set up. All I got to do is get the seeds, gatherers. They're bringing in the apples right now. Okay, we got our gents. Flax and some other stuff. Let's get the carrots. There's a lot out here. And the ancient barns are 4 and 3. We're doing great. All right. Got some more warehouses going up now. Beautiful. The ancient granaries are doing a good job today. And we got flax production coming out too. Okay. So, I want to move everything over here for production. Let's rethink our entire lives. So, there's the tannery. We need this to make the scraps. We're going to get one of them up this way. All right. Then there's the ancient tailor's hut. And those are a little odd shaped, right? So we can put it back here. Okay. Put 1, 2, 3. Tempted to do a 4th, but it's so meaningless. Ancient workshop. Okay, we're actually going to need to destroy these tents. I want to get everything around here. Okay. Tailor's hut should come over here. There we go. Right. And then that gives us more room over here. We want 2, 3, 4 ancient workshops. All right. And then we got this backspace over here. I'm thinking millstones. 1, 2, 3 millstones. And stone ovens. Let's just do it like that. 1, 2, 3. With a little spot in the middle there for nothing. Be a blank spot. That's okay. Okay. We get all that moved over. Centralized. I need to get to this 10. I need to find some cattle. Okay, so we're going to set a leather production of 50. Ancient tailor. Go back to what we're doing over there. Still, like, really slacking on making clothes. That's all right. Now we can make linen fabrics, though. We'll do 45 at a time. Get everything going. There we go. All right, we're golden in the day. And we'll just keep our bread at 50. That's good. We got 212. We got a lot of food. Bread going. Speed it up. And we should have 35 linen clothing at any given time. It just, like, will not make pelt clothing unless I tell them to. That's fine. Now we have people freezing to death. Great, right? Right. Now we can get rid of some of the stuff over here. All right, on the global map, got carrots. I think we're going to have to go pretty far out to find... We may even have to find a settlement that will trade us the cattle. All right, ancient workshop. Let's do it. Got 40 bows. For now, we're just going to have them stand on the bow thing. I have no idea how to solve my other issues. We need to find a bunch of stone. Let's end the day. Okay, so one thing I want to try is elevating something multiple times. Elevate it. All right, we got 2 new settlers. Not bad. There's still a lot of material out there. 700 food. My God. All right. All right, we're getting attacked. Okay, let's get in position. All right, we got a big wave. Got people outside. The fishers are always the ones that are getting murked. I'm going to leave my gate open. I want them to come in. I want them to fight me. Okay. There's like the Thunderdome in here, man. Okay, well, you know what? They're trying to get past the gate, so I got to shut them. We'll fight in here. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance, man. This is awesome. Okay, open the gate. You gotta proc it so they come in. They don't know what to do. Oh, they actually do. They're gonna set everything else on fire. Okay. So, unfortunately, you can't do anything about the fires. So, the hunter's hut. I'm gonna place the hunter's hut back here so they stop setting it on fire. my work around there. None of warehouse space. Okay. Alright, there's a couple things I need to do over here. The town hall I can't ever really move. Scout camp, pottery hut. So let's try to utilize the space to the best of our ability. Pottery hut. There you go. Get the pottery hut over there. Got this nice little space over here. I'm thinking... Yeah. Ooh, the space right here. 2 pelts. Actually, I just realized we have too many tailors going. Actually, yeah, this might be the best place for this stuff, but let's figure this out. We have so much food now that we should definitely be drying a lot more food than we have been. Ooh, I'm kind of scared. Get 6 of them out right there. We don't need these guys anymore. I'm going to leave this for future industry. Like, we don't know. And this is good. And then we got storage there. And let's get some storage out this way. We can. Where are you guys pointed? Okay, these are all pointing the wrong way. I gotta destroy every single one of these. And then... Oh, that was wrong. Alright, that will give us 8 storage right here. There we go. That's looking classy. End of the day. Alright, so they're gonna build that out. That will give me my storage. And there we go. They'll make fabrics. And I think that's kind of the missing ingredient right here. Run the global map. Okay, neighboring settlement. What do we got here? Ancient temple. Grade with turnip and beans. Temple, we gotta be so careful. Here we go. And then we just need to go down the line. So food drying, all the basics, right? Dried meat. Dried fruits. We're gonna do nothing on the other guy. We're gonna hold off on some of this stuff. Infinite on pelts. What are we missing? Oh, clay pottery. Of course. Potter's hut, go. Okay, and do we have any clay? We have 54 clay. We should probably actually start gathering a little bit more of that clay. There's quite a bit of it outside. Okay. Okay, end the day. I'm gonna try to make some materials out of thin air. Get some wood too while we're at it. Oh, dude, we don't have 8. We have 104 logs. Never mind. Okay. Alright, 810 food, 82 people. Okay, it's chilling. Alright, this is what I want to do. Small warehouse is this way. I'm going to destroy this. Need a mass storage area. Ancient warehouse. That way. Perfect. Destroy these. I think, what am I missing here? Couple of things. Okay. Yeah, he's going warp speed right now. Get him going. Go to the world map. Ancient temple. Get the stuff. Let's go to the city. I'm praying for a cow. Oh, dude. We got bronze swords. Bronze armor, too. Into day 106. Nice. New plans. It's a new era for us. Okay. So we're going to put all our points into down here. We can get 2. Let's use it. Quick moves, for sure. 1 more. Traction speed, 50%. That's probably not bad. We already have a lot of food. We'll get it faster now. Keep that movement speed up, though. Alright, I got 2 pottery huts going. I'm going to keep it that way. These resource piles gotta go. They're old. I'll keep the fires going here for a little bit. Okay, we're at the world. We got some flaxseed. Not bad. Not what I wanted. We got beans, ancient temple, neighboring settlement. I'm going to go for the neighboring settlement. I'm really hoping I can find a cow out here. Day 107. Okay, we're going to get another barn up. And we're being hit. Get everyone in position. Holy cow, that is a lot of folk. Probably the largest raid I've ever seen. Alright, we're going to close the gate once they get inside. Oh wow, we're actually fighting back pretty good. We don't even need to close the gate at this rate. Let's just fight them. Got a lot of people. Yeah, it's just kind of a slugfest. Oh, they got bronze armor. Oh god, dude. This is a real army. We're fighting back with just bows and brute force here. Most of these guys, they have bronze. Some of them have bronze spears. That's pretty good. Alright, let's speed this up. That's how we're getting all this new stuff, though. Bronze swords, bronze armor. We lost 3 individuals. That's alright, we got like 100 folk. Okay, so these ancient workshops better be producing an insane amount of bows. Okay, cool. We're gonna need to jack this up because we got 80 people, right? We need like 80 bows. I'm gonna let them catch up because oh, it looks like we need baskets. My bad. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the ancient tailor, but it just does not produce. It is producing linen clothing. Okay, so that's good. But you almost need to have one that's like yeah, it's like have one that's focused on not making clothing and just like making all the other stuff. Get the baskets up. Let's get the fabric up. Let's get the backpacks going. Okay, maybe I'll get yeah. That's the ticket there. Not enough warehouse space. We'll get there. All right, in the day. We are getting some of the apple trees up here. We got 2. Let's get some apples. 2 apples. 6 apples. 2 apples. 3. There we go. Oh, look. We when we got rid of that thing, we got a big thing of clay. So that's how we're starting to generate stuff. Let's raise the terrain over here, push it down. Let's also get an extractor out and start making some copper stuff, because these guys are getting really... I don't know what the word is, but they kind of suck. Alright, ore digger. Yeah. Global map. Come on, cow. Ugh, or flex. Ooh. Fruit cultivation 2. Alright, we're going to explore a bit, and then... probably get another scout up, to be honest. I feel like we need all eyes and ears out there. I like this little middle area that I made here. Put a scout camp right there. And these guys can be upgraded. All these little huts here. Do that. Get that prosperity up. Oh, man. There's so much to do. I just realized there's new laws. Banded annual planning. Law of faster extraction. Law of faster crafting. 20%. Let's do annual planning. Get that 3rd plan. There we go. Getting some better stuff. Get more prosperity points. And let's look at technology. So for the 3rd cultival, yeah, we just need 11,500 to get vegetable cultivation 2. And a couple pickaxes. Let's do 3 or 4 pickaxes, and we got that next tech. That's a good one to do. Okay, bunch of copper pickaxes coming in. And over here, the digger camp, let's put that to high priority. Yeah, we're getting to a point where it's kind of dangerous to be outside because of the jerks just hitting us all the time. Oh, man. We need stone, though. I'm going to have to come out and start gathering stone. Oh, here we go. Mother load. Yeah, there's not enough animals. Let's put that down to 2. Got 32 carrots. This is actually kind of crazy how much material we have. Nice. We got flax. We got fabric. We're trying to keep up with clothing, but failing once more. They were doing really decent for a bit of time. Wondering if the tannery... No, we got plenty there. Okay, we're going to take manual control here. Alright, let's go to the world map. What did we get? Nothing. Cool. Alright, we're going to head... No, we're not going to head back. We're going to keep exploring because I got another group of people that are going to go out. Right, got another settler camp. Ba-boom. Go to the world map. Okay, now we got 2 groups. Might have to get 3 here soon. Day 112. Alright, we're about to get hit. These raids are actually getting a little vicious. I need a gun. We need a gun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Please get in here, guys. Yeah, they just set everything on fire outside. Oh man. Oh, where the heck are they going? Oh, I think they're going for these guys. Alright, we gotta run these guys back in. Jesus Christ, I let them get inside. Okay. Everybody run back here. Alright, I'm closing the gate from now on. These guys are the worst freaking dinner guests ever. Okay, this guy over here, take care of. Shutting the gate now. Okay, they'll kill them in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got them. But they set too much stuff on fire. I'm gonna need a couple of extra gates, I think. Nothing I can't take care of, but that hurt. Mostly my pride. I mean, the damage was minimal. But imagine if they got the barns, right? Imagine if they got my barns. All right, I'm gonna pull some goats out. We're gonna get more goats going. Now we got 3 barns. I'm gonna leave the potter alone because, like, for some reason we just need a lot of pottery right now. Over here. All right, we're gonna lower these 2 and see if we can get some material. And we're gonna set this gent here to copper ore. Go, plenty of copper ore over there. Go, we got 38 bread. We're doing okay, but I feel like we need more food. Yeah, once we get the apples and pears going, that'll be another set of awesomeness. We didn't get the copper pickaxes yet. I'm gonna proc a few of those. Okay, we actually have enough stone now. I need to start getting people in the stone knives. We're kind of hurting on material. I'm having a hard time keeping up with it. Say 20 stone knives at any time. We need to figure out how to get materials faster. Okay, nothing in the day. Yeah, I think we'll move into the copper and get the bronze thing going here in a second, though. That'd be better. Check out the cattle again one more time. Discovers large barn taming and breeding cows. So the large barn potentially could be something on the world map. All right, let's keep going. That's actually quite a bit of copper that we're going to get out of here. But we definitely need to keep this guy. Yeah, he's got the copper pickaxe. I need to get him a little bit better. Oh, yeah, let's maintain. I think this is smart. Let's not the copper hoe. Let's maintain a supply of copper pickaxes. At least like 5. Let's go down to 10 stone knives. All right, end the day. We need to get into the next tier. What I don't like is they're not using the bronze swords. They're all just going for bows. I think I have too many bows. All right, the warehouses are full. What do we got here? Ancient temple, glade with beans. All right, keep it going. All right, so they are passively making clothing, even when I'm not telling them to, it looks like. They do work, but it seems odd. It seems like a delay. So the only way I can think to make this work is to overdo it. So I'm going to build 4. And we're just going to go for it, right? And then we need more storage. Get 2 more storages on each side back here. Let's just overdo our tailors. Because we're going into these winters and we're getting hurt. Alright, we're at 89 pop. Okay. I think we can probably get the stone coming in meaningful quantities. So let's do stone sickles for our workers. We should always have, say, like 20 of those. The bones are still an issue. It looks like we're getting good pelt production, though, off the barns. Alright, we found ourselves a neighboring settlement. Oh, we got ancient temple here. Get those points. Settlement. Alright, look at that. For some reason, it didn't highlight that I could learn it, but there we go. We got primitive metallurgy. Weird. Okay, cool. Bronze tools. So now we can do charcoal. We got cool stuff. Yeah, we got cool stuff now. End of the day. Let's take a peek at all of our new stuff. Charcoal pile. Alright, let's put the charcoal pile over here is actually a good spot. Charcoal pile right there. And workshop. We already got that. Ancient smithy. Get that up. Bloomerate. We'll need that. Get that up right there. Okay, good shape. So the ancient smithy allows us to just make. What do we use a copper hammer for? Alright, yeah, so the smithy just specializes in copper stuff. Oh, he uses bars. Work speed 100%, max durability 160. Ancient. So the copper pickaxe here, exact same thing, but it uses 2. Okay. So this doesn't make. Okay. So okay, let's pause here. So 3 copper ore and a charcoal make 4, right? 4 bars. Over here, 2 copper makes 1 copper pickaxe. Eek, right? Bad return. So now we want to set a limit. Copper ingots. Okay, so we're going to be able to make a lot more copper stuff, basically. Okay, so the copper pickaxes. We want 10. Well, dude, we want to go all in on copper then. Copper sickle, copper hose. I'm going to hold off on copper knives. I kind of want to focus on the things that we're primarily doing. And let's do charcoal. Okay, bloomery's up, ancient smithy's up, that's up. We need to do a bunch more here. So over here, no more copper anything being produced. That's a no-no. What I think the smart thing to do here now is to just try to get as much copper as possible. So we got lots of good iron and stuff like that. But what I'm noticing is being able to get into copper tools is going to really help us out here. But this is a whole new gambit, right? We need a lot of material. So I'm just going to start lowering and digging over here as much as possible. And we're going to come back over here. And we need to, like, quadruple all of this. So let's go into our production tab. Let's get the bloomery, a second bloomery up. We need to be making as many bars as possible. And I'm going to start procking it because I hate waiting around. Same with charcoal. Looks like charcoal is working correct, but we're going to proc it anyway. So it takes 4 lumber or logs, what do we call them? 102. Now we can actually grow trees. So if we want to cut through all these trees out here and then grow a little bit more, I think that's probably smart, like pre-planting, right? So the poplar trees, they're just 1 stick each, and we can grow a whole set of future wood and sticks. We can get sticks off that too. So not hard to do. I think they did a great job with this game, to be quite honest. I think it's just one dev. I'm not sure how many people he has on his team, but a lot of cool little features. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we just lowered that spot. Look, we got a big old thing of copper. So this is how you do it. Now what I want to do is raise terrain and then lower it and get a result, because if I could just infinitely raise and lower terrain to, get these materials, that's going to make a big difference. Anyway, we do have a massive pile of resources out here now. Go to the extraction and we get the little digger camp up right here. So there's a lot out here. We're going to put 2 camps out here and we're just going to keep going ham. But this is the future right here. So on top of all this, the ancient smithy, yeah, there's absolutely no reason not to just have every tool under the sun. Even copper spears. I feel like we just need to go the distance here. And 10 of each, it feels right to me. So we need the bars. And over here, we have 20 plus bars being procced. Let's do the same over here. I think one of the other kickers is, do we have enough coal? So how many coal are we making per? 4 coal per. That's pretty good. That's many, many sets of stuff, because it's just 1 coal to make 4 of those. Okay. I think that's sufficient. The ancient smithy over here, he's being a bit of a jerk, but let's let everything catch up. And we already took out all copper stuff from over here. We're basically just making bows now. I will say the one thing in the bloomery is it's taking ages. Taking ages. Okay. We gotta go even crazier. Gotta go crazy. I feel like we're in the Industrial Revolution time. Alright, second, I'm gonna get up another ancient smithy. I think charcoal production's gonna outpace... Yeah, we already got 13 charcoal. Now we're actually running out of copper ore. So we got a big old thing of that coming in here. Alright, we're gonna get 2 bloomeries up. 4 bloomeries, I think it's perfect, because we're yielding charcoal faster than that. So 4 bloomeries, 2 smithies. We're about to get whacked. Alright, let's get everybody to battle. We got a massive wave of individuals coming at us. Alright, the trap is set. Now that we're producing 80 bows. Oh boy. They're walking into one hell of a fight. And there's a good chunk of them. Single file, guys. Single file. Some of them, ooh, they got copper. They got bronze. They got bronze everything. Bronze sword. These guys are tough. Luckily, our bows are sufficing. Annual plans. Same ones as last year. Oh crap, we can get 3. That's right. I forgot. Alright, here they come. Yeah, we're dicing them up, as you can see. Now we're going to learn from our mistakes. Shut that gate. They don't run by and start lighting everything on fire. Yeah, they're shooting down into us. We're fighting back, though. There we go. Everybody in the kill valley is doing great. Alright, we're going to go outside now and fight. Alright, we're going to run back inside now that we pulled a big group of them. We'll just keep kind of baiting them outside. They're trying to fight me, and some of these guys are tough. They're not tough enough. And they're still coming, too, from down 30 feet away. Alright, run them inside. That was actually probably one of the juiciest battles in terms of like how much damage these guys are taking. It was a lot. And let's see, we got some probably spears. Looks like we got some clothes out of that too. You get kind of like a random assortment of things, and we got our multiple parties on the map now. Oh, nice. A neighboring village. Over here, turnips and peas, a herd of mufflons. Wool processing in order to get that. I'm wondering if the Great Barn is like something on the world map. So let's keep moving around. We can't cross lakes or anything, so I'm wondering if we can get some kind of cool technology that'll let us do that later. Look at that, we got all these full barns. Pretty dope. Okay, ancient tailors. We got 4 more of them up. I'm gonna turn on everything in the world. That's right. We're just gonna have so many freaking tailor huts up that we always have someone making clothes. I just feel like they're too slow. Okay, 3 flax, not bad. That's terrible. We don't need flax. Keep exploring. Okay, so we got over here more goats. We missed an ancient temple back here. Oh, we got a dungeon right here. Let's go in this dungeon. Got cows in dungeons? We're on a journey for cows. Okay, and then we switch these guys over to copper ore. Go to town. A lot of copper. So we're making good progress. All right, bloomery on. Bloomery on. Like we just need the copper itself right now. Ancient smithy on. Guess we should get some hammers too. Why not? All right, we're making good materials now. Got a bunch of trees planted. Keep the timber coming in. Okay. And the digger over here is doing great. And let's try lowering the terrain over here to see if we can get something. So here's the dungeon. We were able to get annual blueprints and technology points. But that's not really what we're after. Into day 120. Oh, here we go. Wool processing. This will allow us to make woolen clothing. We did it. We just hit the Bronze Age. We're not in the Iron Age yet, but Bronze Age is cool. Let's go back to the world map, because we just passed wool. Oh, right here. Yeah, we got the wool right here. Let's get that wool and go back to town. That's a cool one. And we're going to need an additional barn. Okay, let's get a barn up. Get 2 barns right here. 2 of them, yeah. Now that I'm in the Bronze Age, though, great, because we got this tin. We need to get into bronze tool making and start mining this tin out. Got so much tin. So that's going to be awesome to get that high tier stuff. And I feel pretty confident in our food supply. You can see that clay is an issue. Get 2 houses up. That will give us 8 more folk. And we're going to hand gather some clay. Yeah, let's get like 100 of it. Let's get as much as we possibly can, because I think we're about to go through a lot of it. Yeah, I like having the 100 camp back here. Alright, ancient barn. Got 33 laborers, so 1/3 of our people are laborers. Okay, we got ourselves the sheep. I'm going to go for the dungeon over here. They got some cool stuff in them. And we'll send them back. We're making progress on the apples. That's good. We're making a lot of... Oh, wow. Yeah, 31 copper ingots. This is awesome. For the ancient smithy, do we have 10 of everything? Hey, we do not have 10 of everything. Oh, we're out of sticks and stones. Crazy. I just realized they destroyed my stick guy. Alright. Alright, we'll just gather so many sticks that we never have to think about it. There's stone up here, too. Perfect. Yeah, we'll be able to get sticks off, I think, our apple trees and stuff, so we can go that route, too. Nice, 5 new settlers have arrived. I think we should keep pushing it. Get 2 more houses out. Okay, dungeon time. Just tech points and plans. We're heading back. It's going to be a long journey back. But we'll get the wool production going. That's kind of crazy. So, yeah, now we can get wool production going. We'll wait till they get back. 50 wool at any given time. Woolen clothing. It's the exact same, just a little bit more prosperity than linen. It's kind of cool to have multiple stuff, though. Right? Let's get that going on everybody. Like they're finally keeping up with production in the day. There we go. 9 to 7 pop. Got this back section here. Okay. I like this spot over here. Thinking we do bonfires in it. This. There. Good. That's not a bad spot for bonfires. Okay, we got the copper going on now. Oh, looks like we got 10. We got a bunch of 10 raising that one down. That's cool. So we'll raise this area up. I'm going to raise this area up. And then this area. Yeah, let's try to keep it closer. But it does seem to be kind of like a glitch in the matrix there, just being able to spawn resources that way. Cool, cool. Alright, he's at the dungeon. Explorer. Alright, I'm going to have him go over one. I'd really like to get one of the... Yes, cultivation too. And bronze. We'll get bronze next. Cultivation was necessary because I like food. Okay. So now we can get this stuff over here. Blade, turnip, beans. Oh, we do not have enough room. Okay. This guy here. Oh, there's the pear forest. Oh my gosh. Well, let's try. Let's try. Pears, there's beans, there's everything we need. And now that we have these things, this is a perfect 5. Alright, so this is going to be beans. Scout camp here needs to be destroyed. Can I destroy it? People out in the world? I guess so. Alright. That'll be turnips. Okay. Scout camp here. It is scout camp here. Throw it up. There we go. And get some bonfires out. Bonfire. Okay, the road's right here. We'll bonfire the heck out of this then. Bonfire here and here. Perfect. I'm going to get rid of this. Alright, that's not bad. And we can get some more bloomeries and stuff in, but we got our farms. We got everything in here. Not bad. 7 new settlers. Okay, we're above 100. Bronze is just going to be an absurd amount of prosperity. I think we're going to need more freaking trees. So let's plant some. There's a lot of sticks. We got 130 sticks. Ooh, enemies approaching. Everybody get inside. Oh boy, is that a raid. Got this guy outside. Got him slipping. Put that door. Okay. Everybody that's outside should be running kill zone. Yeah, they're gonna get a few of them. Oh crap, they set my gate on fire. Not good. I'm gonna need multiple gates. Oh boy, dude. They're freaking tough, too. That guy's in full armor. Good God. We're gonna lose a couple. That's alright. Okay. Well, I learned a lesson. Probably not the lesson I need to learn, but a lesson. The gate there. Walls there. There we go. Okay. And we're going to double gate this thing. Also going to get out a couple more areas for them to shoot from. Yeah, we lost quite a few souls, actually. Not enough warehouse space. Holy cow. Actually kind of scary. If for food we don't have enough warehouse space. Okay, yeah, turnip seeds. Always make 30. Bean seeds, always make 45. I don't care. Just make the seeds. Okay. Get another granary up. Yeah, they're all fullish. But it looks like it's actually our normal storage that's really full. Yeah, let's put some storehouses over here. Oh, yes. You guys. For the berry bushes. You can upgrade all these tents. And get another warehouse up right there. Alright, so these guys... Oh, wow, there was no turnips or anything in there. Sending them home. These guys are almost on the pears. Okay, let's start getting these guys ready. Get the ore digger up. Right here. Those are 10 veins. That means we can go even deeper. It's going to be a lot of copper. Still a lot of copper over here. 47 laborers. I still feel like for some reason that's not enough. Wow, one dude went through all of them. Maybe you can get away with a lot more. Okay, he got... Oh, I don't want to take all. I want to take the beans. Yeah, it only lets you do one or the other. Okay, well, we got the bean seeds. That's a start. Send them home. I'll have to go out later. I think somebody's hidden under the world. I don't know. There's a dead body under the world here or something. Forever. Never gonna have that problem. Okay, we got 2 new scouts. Sending out into the world. I think we're gonna up the amount of copper ingots to 30 in a turn. But we're sitting pretty. We're producing 10 of all the copper. Like we're finally at a point where I think we might be okay. Alright, we got bronze tools. So now we can make 10 and bronze ingots. Ooh, mines. Yes, we're getting into the good stuff. Okay. Well, if we can do bronze, there's no reason to do copper. Okay, so we actually... Okay, my bad. So 4 bronze ingots, 3 copper, 110. Oof. Okay, let me think about something here. So a bronze pickaxe, it goes from 160 to 240 and 50% work speed. Wow. Okay. So let's look at the ratios here. We're going to want, at any given time, 30 ingots of bronze. Any given time, 30 of 10. I'm not sure what order to do these in. 20 of 10, I don't care. Yeah, we don't need too many. Probably 40 bronze and 10, 40, yeah, 40 bronze, 10, 40 copper. Okay, with that said, we should completely stop making copper. Okay, and we're just gonna only make bronze. We'll make 15 of everything. Bronze, so we can't make bronze spears apparently, but these are amazing. The bronze sickle, all this is gonna just substantially increase how awesome we are. Bronze axe, they even look nicer. The Bronze Age was actually pretty awesome period of time. That's when things really started to look up for us as a society. Bronze hammer. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna set it at 15 for all. I'll have to think about the spears. I think we'll wait until we get we unlock weaponry, and then we'll start making swords and stuff. Okay, so we got 2 new camps. I'm gonna send this guy out over here. Send him here. So we got 4 scouts going now. Get ourselves up another bonfire. How many houses do we have? Enough for 106. We've tapped out. I think we need more people. Wouldn't you agree? All right. A few more houses. Ooh, there's actually another upgrade to carpentry. So sticks and stones. We're running out of stones. And go for a little bit more sticks. And for the tin, we got a bunch of it over here. Extraction. Well, we have like no cobblestone. This is a problem. Okay, we'll get 2 of them out there. And we need to find stone. And we need to never make any stone tools ever again. Okay, over here. Material gathering. Get a dude and go explore this area because this is the only stone I have. Need to find a boulder. Okay. Annual planning. Let's get ourselves another blueprint. Additional clothing. I like that. Good one. We'll do that. Extra food, extra speed, extra clothing. Especially with... Oof. Too much. Let's just go with the extra clothing production. Seems to be where we're hurting the most right now. Alright, we got ourselves ancient runes over here. 907 food. You see how many people we have coming out here? It's crazy. Alright, we got that cobble. So now we need to tell them to get the 10 ore. 80 10 ore here, so that's more than enough for what we need. We also have others over here. Okay, production's going strong now. So I think what we're going to do is have a bloomery whose sole job it is to make 10. We're going to go to 20. And a bloomery whose sole job it is just to do copper. I'm going to leave these guys. and then one for bronze. And then an anything goes bloomery, right? I actually need more copper than that. We need to get sophisticated here. Okay, we're going to get up another bloomery just for copper. And I think I'm going to set the copper limit actually higher to like 80 so that it's just always on tap. We lost the jet here. 10. Oh, geez, I did too many. All right, whatever. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of him. And let's get him over here. Speed this up. Get all the 10 we can. Nice, 4 new settlers. Move it on up. We're going through the food quick, though. Got 6 days, which isn't bad. Okay. I think we're going to need a little bit more bread. 60. Set the millstone to 60 as well. Pump it up a little bit. Got the barns waiting for them sheep. Alright. Come to the ancient ruins. Get some stuff. Let's go to this little village over here. And this guy you want to set to 10. Go. Alright. That guy, I think I'm going to have him make copper and bronze. I feel good just having the one guy on 10. Actually, so much so that, yeah, these guys are going to be copper, bronze, copper, bronze. This guy will just be bronze. And we got one for 10 and one for straight copper. That's pretty good, because you don't need a whole lot of 10. I think having one dude dedicated to 10 is more than enough. And once we get that bronze, which we do have now, they'll start producing. Not bad. Oh, whoa, 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 what is that? That's a fancy kind of stick. Oh, we're getting attacked. Yeah, we need like a polished shaft. You see what we got. Here we go. Tool handle. Okay, yeah, I want like 100 of those at any given time. Okay, I'm literally gonna designate one of these guys to make him both. That's his job. He just makes the shafts. We got plenty. Yeah. Oh my Lord, have mercy on my soul. He sent everybody. They sent them all. Okay. Well, we got 2 gates now. On up. This is gonna be a battle. All right. Close the gate. Oof, they're getting tore up. Not go outside. They're trying to, like, Orikai rush my freaking gate with a torch. Set it on fire. You can see it. There we go. Yeah, everybody has a bow, pretty much. Alright, we're doing it. No, 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 sir. No, sir. The one hero. Hey, we got one hero out here. What did he have on him? He has no weapons. He must have been running back to camp from a fishing hut. Okay, what do they drop? Like, just clothing? Oh, crap, dude. They set the towers on fire. Alright. Guy back in. That was, not cool. Set the towers on fire. Okay, well, we'll have to reset that. Defense, defense. Alright, we got some shafts now. Charcoal pile is going strong. Let's boot that up to 30 charcoal. Got 42 wood. Okay. Oh, these are 2 out of 2. Let's cut down all our wood over here. Alright, this gather over here, I'm going to put to sticks. I feel like we... Oh, yeah, this guy over here, all we have now are veins. Got like 10 left over there. We're going to go into the mountains now. Okay, these guys are pissing me off. Linen clothing. Just going to have to tell them what to do. Yeah, we have no backpacks. They're taking their sweet ass time. They're all trying to do certain things in a row. Let's put this down to like 40s on everything. I think it's just too much for them. Yeah, if we go down to like 30s and 40s, maybe they'll get their act together. Alright, we're producing axes and bronze. We've done it. Hit the Bronze Age. Carpentry. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Log smithy, log hut, large log hut, log workshop, log tailor, log warehouse, logs everything. Okay, so this, I bet you, will require a lot of logs. 4. Not bad. Good chunk of clay. We have a lot of that. Baskets, a lot of stuff like that. Okay. Well, that tells me one thing. Time to get crazy. By crazy, I mean crazy. Let's get the poplars. There we go. We're gonna need a lot of wood. So I'm gonna tell them to come out here and get sticks. Everybody in the world go outside and get sticks. We can plant those trees. All right, I think someone got back. Oh, nope. He hit the town. Huh. Nothing big. All right. Keep exploring. I agree with me. Let's get a log house up back here. So this holds... Holy cow. So these are 4? Oh, no. These hold 6. 16 prosperity versus 8. Or sorry, yeah, 8. Double the prosperity per person and 50% more. So each one of these houses that I upgrade is going to add 2 people. Okay, so we don't need any more houses. All right, so this guy's home. Take him in. I don't know if that was the goat man. It was not the goat man. In the day. Okay, we also need to experiment with raising and lowering. Gotta get some papa. And I think over here, we're gonna proc some bronze pickaxes. To help our miners out. We're gonna keep traversing through the mountains. This is looking good, though. Yeah, we got a lot of little trees coming up. Got lots of iron veins around us. I think we need to get into mines next. Only 5. Oh, nice. We need 15 bronze pickaxes. So that's the goal right now. We're going to go to town. We're just going to proc as many bronze pickaxes as possible. More goats. We do not need goats. Here's turnips and beans down there. Let's go get them. I'll probably go back if we get them. Alright, we're under attack again. Alright, these raids are kind of like whack-a-mole at this point. So I'll just get everybody up. Stragglers. Shutting that gate. Open the gate. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, this is not too difficult. I mean, this is actually how forts were, though. You needed 10 you needed like 10-to-1 ratios in order to take a fort back in these days. And this is literally how it was. Hard to take on 80 archers. There we go. Alright, these guys are back. Now, I know one of them had goats. I think one of them had beans. Okay, we got... Or, sorry, 3 sheep. We had sheep, not goats. I'm going to let them breed, and then we'll get this other one with sheep as well. I think we should have 2 of them going with sheep. Get that wool. Okay, we got a lot of laws. Law of faster crafting. Law of faster extraction. I'm holding on to my prestige, though, because we need it for mining. Need 15,000 prestige. Fruit cultivation, we need 40 pears and 15,000. That gives us cherries and plums. Yeah, we got this one guy getting apples. And we got a couple farms doing God knows what. Got 4 apples. Why aren't they doing anything? Yeah, make my apple seed. Alright, let's end the day. Alright, so here are the log houses. Let's get some log warehouses up. Gotta get all this up too. Just go crazy. We have like really bad storage. Gonna throw everything on the ground and upgrade everything. Nice. Found a city over here. Let's get the turnips. Alright, here's the log. Log has room for 192. Holy cow. Literally a little over double. That's perfect. Exactly what we needed. Right, end the day. Winter. Got a lot of farming to do still. I need to let them just build everything up and get out there and get all the food. Over 1,000 food. Alright, so we got 83 copper. Okay, we're good in the bronze period now. We're going strong. Yeah, no more stone sickles. No more stone anything. Go through and make sure nobody... We're just making bows and shafts over here. Alright, perfect. Over here, get the beans. Nice. We got a neighboring settlement. Let's hit up the settlements and then pull back. Yeah, we have no backpacks. That's what I mean. It's something with the ancient tailor. They just suck. They are keeping up with the clothing, though. Let's go crazy on backpacks. Every single person. and then end the day. Need to watch the sheep. They start breeding. We split them. Oh yeah, these guys. Now I know why they're doing this. These guys over here, you pick them up with the ore extractor, not with these gents. So these guys are done. Yep, got all the copper there is here. We need to start raising and lowering again. All right, we got nothing. Raise it. End the day. Going crazy. It really wants more log warehouses. Okay. All the ancient stuff has to be upgraded to logs. Upgrade just 3 of them for now, because I think we need a little bit of resources. We got 29 logs. Not good. Get a hit. Get everyone in position. God. Alright. Shut the gate. There we go. Yeah, there's quite a bit of them. There we go. Oh god. Yeah, they set stuff on fire. Ooh. These guys right here are tough. Got bronze swords. Alright, we're going to open the gate now. We're going to charge out. I will say that these raids are providing an insane amount of resources, though. Like, we're getting... This is where all of our clothing is coming from, are these raids. I don't think the ancient tailors are working whatsoever. I think it's just your raids. It does seem like they're keeping up with some things, though, like baskets. Cool. But yeah, it's whatever. Let's just go crazy on backpacks for a second. Increase carry capacity. Okay, neighboring settlement. Got some tech points. These guys over here. We got basically nothing. We didn't get any turnips and beans off them. These guys got turnips and beans. You know what? I'm going back. I want the turnips and beans. And well, we need to find our pears and get pears going. All right, we got mines, which means we can now hit those veins. Here we go. So a copper mine, you put it on the vein itself, and that's what gets you what you want. So let's get a vein. I think this is like infinite copper. Who knows? Just get over there. That means we have... Okay, so the veins are... I see. They're 80 a pop. Alright, let's end the day. Oh, and then there's... Okay, so there's copper mine. Then there's the tin mine. Alright. Go. That's cool. Alright, all 3... We're going to get all 3 up this year. It's with a lot of influence, but it's okay. I have no logs left, so... all of these are 2 already. Let's get them all down. Literally all of them, actually. And we can get 2 people in the mine over here. That's perfect. 2 people in the mine over here. What's up? There's beaten peas, which is cultivation 3. I'm not even interested in temples or anything right now. 3rd cultivation requires pears. So if we want to go any further, I have to get pears. Oh wow, and then there's the log structures, log bridge, log watchtower. Ooh, log bridges. With a long bow. Yeah, and then bronze weapons. Need 15 bronze knives. We can make bronze. We're actually pretty close to a lot of cool stuff. Okay, we're gonna get up a few of these warehouses now. Get all of them up. We're at Papa 120. What's crazy is we just went through all of those trees and we still need more. Poplars. Okay, we're going crazy now. Get a bunch of them out there. We only have 21 logs. That's crazy. We got a bunch of warehouses up, though. They should give us the storage we need. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize we can upgrade the smithy. All it does is give you more prosperity per action. It doesn't typically increase productivity or anything. That's still cool. Ancient Tailor's Hut. I forgot about all you guys down here. Upgrade. I'm curious, if I just set this one guy to make backpacks, will he actually get to work? I'm gonna proc 1 backpack and see if he can get the rest of it going. Okay, we'll continue to try out here. Maybe we can get some copper closer. And like right now we're doing pretty insane. We have no reason to even be getting as much tin as I have, but I think we're gonna get a bunch of log storage. That'd be okay. I am a hoarder. Problem. Get this ancient granary upgraded, though. Settlement over here. We'll go check that out. All right, how many sheep do we have? 5. We're gonna pull 3 out, throw 3 over here, in the day. All right, so we got 2 sheepage going. We also have a lot of wool and clothes. We're doing good. The millstones we need to increase the priority of. Make sure that they're putting out the bread. Same with the ovens. Okay, let's start upgrading houses. Do 3 at a time. 7 logs. We need to go cut some more. Why is it saying that these are already 2 out of 2 wood? Seems wrong. Okay. Yeah, they're already 2 out of 2. Oh, maybe that's a glitch. And we're being hit. We also need to get more sticks. Oh my god. That's the most I think I've ever seen. It is a big raid. Huge wave there. Secondary wave there. And these are all archers wearing bronze full plate. Yeah, that's not going to go well for me. Got a bunch of peasants with backpacks on. Rocks. Some of them have spears. Okay, some of them are actually okay. Bronze sickle. Yeah, it's definitely a peasant army. Okay, once they get in, we shut the gate. Want them to pile in. Oh yeah, they can't get through because they're just taking... They're taking too much damage. Alright, let's pile. Everyone back. Come on, guys, get back. Let him into the pit. Wow. Crap. At the gate. They get all kind of confused when there's no pathway in. Open the gate. Time to fight. This guy, he just went out by himself. Alright, yeah, it's a bunch of archers. We can tear them apart. Alright, we got it. We lost a couple people. Not bad, though. Not bad. Oh, look at this. Beats and peas, neighboring settlement. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, it's just flax and tech. Let's keep moving. Now, we did get Psalm of the Beans going. That's good. Alright, we have 8 beans. He's not making bean seeds. Rocket myself. There we go. Person doesn't have it out. Oh, yeah. We're missing the logs. Okay. Yeah, let's go out here and cut down some trees. Look a good spot to me. Alright, yeah, so last video at 150, I was not this far. You definitely need to pop your population. Get that thing up. And we got lots of goats. Lots of sheep, I should say, and goats. Alright, the tailor. Oh, when I upgraded the tailor, I had to reset everything. I don't like that. Alright, here's a log ancient smithy. Same situation when I upgraded it. I have to put everything back now. But you get more 20 prosperity for the workplace versus 14. It's not bad. Okay, over here, we're gonna keep exploring. Because there's not enough spot in the warehouse. There's like literally plenty of room. Stone knife. There's stone knife on the ground. There's something weird going on with this this stone knife over here. Alright, we got our guys back. Which means we have seeds. 8 new settlers. Oh crap, there's like a bronze axe. There's like all types of stuff on the floor. Okay, let me see. I think something's wrong with this dirt road. Alright, we're gonna do a couple more warehouses on the backside. And we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, they're throwing stuff on the ground even though I can see that there's space. There must be some kind of logistical system where it's predetermining what is and isn't full. Okay, whatever. We'll go to the neighboring settlement. Keep exploring. Okay, we can get bronze weapons now. We'll do that. Ooh, there's brewing. Poultry yard. Okay, so bronze weapons are here. I say we make 15 bronze swords. Forget the spears. Prosperity per kill 20. Nice. 3 damage. Yeah, that's... Nothing else is really meant for damage outside the spear. So a bronze spear is 0.5. Okay, yeah, now we can do bronze spears. We'll do 10 and 10. Makes sense. There we go. Okay, now we got 4 warehouses up. Got a log granary. Wow, the granaries are full. Let's upgrade those. Both of them. I gotta stop the tin mining. We have too much of it. The copper, not so much, but the tin, yes. Alright, we got a lot of granaries now. Jeez, they're already full. 125 pop. Alright, we're gonna get 2 more log warehouses. Sheep needs to get the heck out of here. I'm gonna destroy this tin vein so we can get the road back up. Ooh, temple. Let's go over here and start exploring. There we go. I'll get the road up now. I'll go get some sticks outside. Perfect. Upgrade a few more houses. Crap, getting attacked. We need to get longbows. Pretty bad. Crap. Got a lot of... Okay, we don't have a choice. Gotta shut the gates. Anybody outside is gonna get hit. Throw them over here. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, this design worked out a little bit better than I thought it would. Because if we got hit by this and... You know, I'd be toasted. Really got hit by that. Alright, end the day. New annual plans. Oh, we just need like 6 more logs and 30,000. My god. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Bronze equipment, we're close. Let's do bronze equipment because longbows would be pretty dope. We're not too far away. Raise the land. Well, the good thing about the raids is they've solved my clothing problems. Alright, we're going to send out another scout. I'm going to send them down over here. Might be able to find some pears. Look at that, we got all the apples. So we're getting a lot of apples now. 182 carrots just off that little 5x5. It's kind of crazy. You see our happiness is crazy. We can get up to 8 people. We're already gone through all those backpacks, man. Alright, we have a lot of bones and not a lot of knives. So let's get some knives going. I'm gonna make a bunch of bone knives. Speed this up. Get up a few more houses. Alright, yeah, we should be trying to get everything up to log warehouses. Double the capacity. Oh, nice. We can... Yeah, let's upgrade the ancient log workshops would be nice. Get a little bit more prestige. Get 8 right now from this guy. Get 16 from this one. Oh, but we were running out of stone. And that's what we need to really find right now is some kind of stone mine. There's some stuff over here. Get the stone. Alright, we're at 20 of 80 over here. So copper's going quick. Get 2 more mines. We got more copper here, but we got to figure out how to... We got to get lucky. And we need to get a copper. Nice, there's some cobblestone over here. There we go. We got a clay. Oh, yeah, so it does work. We got a clay. It seems like it has to come from one that was already up. Like, I don't think I can... I don't know. I'm not sure if I can just raise it like I have been. Alright, let's get this copper coming in. I think what we need to do is come in here and carpet clean this whole area. And then just start lowering it until we get what we want. There's plenty of opportunities over here, too. Yeah, let's just start going crazy. Needed logs. Yeah, look at that. We got turnips going now, too. And we're getting hit. Crap, we have way too many people outside. Alright, we need to get our forces out here. Okay, here they come. This is going to be wicked. Got the gate. Alright, we got the big chunk of them in here. I'm going to speed this up. Keep everybody together. Oh, they got some fires going. Okay. Who the heck are they beating up? God. Yeah, you just got to protect everybody you can. From the gate. Oof. Got some good fires off. That's what's crazy is if they get inside, like they will just destroy everything. Alright. Men are moving. Alright, we're about to see if we can find anything over here. Oh, nothing there. Nothing there. That sucks. We're getting bad rolls. Now, this is actually a good testing ground though, because we can raise and lower the earth a lot. We have 64 laborers. Yeah, here's cherry and plums over here. That's... Oh. Turn up some peas. Oh. I feel like if I just explore it, I'll eventually find everything. Alright, let's get a few more houses upgraded. Do 6 houses. Click here. Yeah, it's just straw, clay, and logs. And we have a lot of logs. Okay, let's go crazy. Get all these houses upgraded. That's the last tier. That's as high as you can go. Alright, now we need to get everything going again. Yeah, let's get a little bit more prosperity per hit, which you need, as you can see. Crap. Yeah, we lost a good chunk of people outside, I think, to that war. Oof. It's not putting people back. I don't know if there's his old age, but we have the technology that's not supposed to do that. Yikes. Alright, well, we got some clay. That's what we've gotten so far. We're going to try raising and lowering and see if we can get rocks that way. Right, look at that. A lot of housing. Okay, it's time to go scorched earth here. Once and for all. Just do it all in one go. Every single warehouse upgraded. Also upgrade all of this. Crap, we're getting hit. Thankfully we had time. A lot of them coming. Alright, we're ready. Here they come. A big gang of them. Yeah, there's quite a bit. These guys are not crazy armored. I mean, they are wearing all bronze, but we can take them. Oh, crap. We got through. Close the gate. Boom. Yeah, that's the trap. That's the trap. You get them in, and then you beat them up. Boom. We didn't lose a single person. See what's in this temple. Points. 9 settlers. That's pretty crazy. We got such a high happiness. We get up to 10. We have enough food for 7 days at 800, which is crazier when you think about it. Okay, we got the copper coming. These only have 80. Okay. Now we gotta reset everything because we upgraded it in turn. Okay. Hopefully we don't have any more storage issues. Like quadrupled our storage. Nice, 6 new settlers. We have 309 sticks. Quite a bit. We're gonna stop gathering sticks for a bit. Let's do a bunch of bronze knives. He's having a hard time. He's not proccing stuff very quickly. Found that the automation, it does well enough, but like, you have to take control far too often. Do a bunch of backpacks. Okay, we got some crazy stuff now. The watermill. Ooh, I want it. Brewing, poultry, bronze. Sorry, I had to get the watermill. There it is. Fire technology. Needed for medium scale flour production. Okay, so it's gotta be in the water. Part of me just wants to put the water inside my base. Very smart part of me. Alright, we'll have it outside. It's gonna get burnt to the ground every time we get attacked, but whatever. Get it up. I want to see it. Ooh, there's a pear forest over here. Start moving for it. Yeah, we have 1.4 thousand food right now in the middle of winter. That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna try again over here to get some copper procs. Keep getting clay. So it does seem like we can get clay. But I don't know. So far, so not really great. We'll keep trying. Keep trying to get some good stuff. Okay, laws. Faster extractions of all resources. 1 and 2. That's a smart one. Annual plans. Let's do 20% quicker movement speeds. I'll keep that. We're at 132. All right, over here, we can make our grain over here now. That is pretty fast. That is pretty fast. So 4 makes 6, and over here, 1 makes 1. Oh, you even get more. That's cool. We actually did kind of need this thing. All right, let's boot this up to 100 flour then. Speed it up. Yeah, we could just keep rebuilding it. We'll burn it down all the time, but helping out. All right, we got some ancient warehouses over here that need to be upgraded. A ton of them, in fact. Oh gosh. Yeah, we'll get them all up. Gotta move forward into the future. The pear forest over there is good. This one actually has pears, so we can get those pears and go home. Yeah, and having a dedicated person on the grain production is pretty wise, too. Oh man, we're about to get hit by the biggest raid ever. Oh god, they're going straight for my awesome watermill. Then, alright, got the gate. Alright, we're gonna open the gate, and we're gonna run inside. And we're gonna shut the gate. There we go. Oh god, that was fast. Yeah, I mean, these raids are kind of getting frequent, and sometimes we're getting armor off them, I think. Most of the times, though, I think they're just dropping clothing. Some good spears. Yeah, we got a bunch of spears. Not bad. Nice. There's 3 pairs right here. We're gonna go to the next guy and get those pairs. That should be enough to start our little forest over here. Okay, what are we out of? We are out of logs. Okay, cut down a bunch of these. Yeah, once you get everything upgraded, you don't need a crazy amount of logs after that. They surprisingly burnt down the watermill. Who could have guessed? It's actually kind of expensive. It's 10 cobblestone. Okay, wait. Okay, we gotta do something smart here. We need to destroy the wheat over here. I gotta destroy all the back siding here. Completely I gotta pause. This completely exposes us. Alright, we gotta raise this area. We gotta do it now while the chance of attack is low. Ah, there's one more here. Okay. One more there. Okay, got it. I actually don't know why I can't get this up. Okay, I'm trying to clean this up right now. See what I can do. There's nothing I can do there. Literally nothing here. Okay, I can get this side up. Okay, it was this house. Alright, if I can get this up. Oh boy. Alright, so now I need to get all of this up for the next raid. We are toast. Okay, we got water there. Lower that. Raise that. Okay, perfect. We did it. Oh shit, all these guys are stuck down there. There we go. There we go. Now we got it all up. We got more room too for other stuff. 27% chance of attack. Better get this stuff up fast. Gonna prioritize everything. 27% chance is a pretty high chance. Alright, we got the pairs. We got 6 pairs now. That's enough to get our little thing started. Go into a dungeon. We can do whatever we want now. Okay, now can I get a windmill down here? Yes, sir. Right. That's all I wanted. Perfect. Okay. We're good. And we got a little extra room back here. Get a road out here. Yeah, it's looking sharp. Alright, that will give us the watermill we need. I'll keep both of them. One will burn down. There we go. Turn it on. There we are. We're in business. Okay, so these millstones, I'm gonna pause them all. They're, not really good. Okay, bronze equipment, brewing, makes ale, and a tavern, poultry yard, game and breed chickens. Thing is I've never seen them. That's the crazy thing. And I want the longbow. Let's go for the longbow. Just need 50,000 prosperity. Okay. That actually is a good reason to upgrade, like, everything. Okay, the ancient smithy should be upgraded. The logsmithy just gives 20 prosperity per. Oh crap. Capacity 512. Yeah, so 2 of these is 192, but yeah, I didn't realize there was even ancient warehouses. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's get a real warehouse up. Get 2 of them up. Get 3 of them up. Alright, log granary. Yeah, let's get a log granary out over here. 2 of them. A hole with it. There we go. That way we just have a place to store extra food down there. Perfect. And we're getting hit. Good timing. Now we'll find out if there's an opening in our defense. Let's get everyone down here. This is a big one. Okay, what do we got? Everybody's got, like, spears, bronze spears. Ooh, this one's... He's got an actual sword. We're a little low on clothing. I'm gonna pause real quick. I don't like that. Why are we so low? Alright, you're gonna proc a bunch of wool, because we do have it. You're gonna proc a bunch of linen. And yeah, we'll just alternate linen and wool. Alright, here they come. We gotta get past everybody here with swords and such. You guys gotta stay in. You gotta stay inside. Oh wow, that is a lot of people coming at me. Murder hole wins. Every time. Urukai charge! Shut! Oh my god. I had one get in a while back, remember? And he started burning a lot down. Alright, open it up. I opened it up to entice them. Yeah, they're not gonna make it. Let's go out here and kick some butt. Okay, time to get it on. Here we go. A lot of spears, a lot of clothing. Not enough bonfires, eh? Alright, let's get a few. We get 4 of these up. Blade. Oh my god, beans and peas. Or beaten peas. We need to get cultivation 3. I don't know, I might just send this guy back and forth until I have enough points. But we need pears. We're going to be here for 30,000 years. We'll have to go back out later for it. Alright, yeah, so we got these log houses going up. 512. And we're missing baskets. Okay, we need a bunch of baskets. Cancel clothing production and get a bunch of baskets going. Ooh. Looks like we don't have enough pottery either. Kind of interesting. 152 pop. Alright, we just need to let him catch up. Yeah, there's a lot of pottery needs. Wow, they didn't burn it down. Okay, so we can make bronze armor now. And we can make 2 plates and an armor. Oh crap, I didn't realize when I upgraded this, I forgot to do everything. I'll make 1 set of armor. I don't know. I don't like these guys that much. I want them to be productive, but, I mean, armor would make them cooler. Alright, we're getting a little low on sticks. Get 1 person back in there. We're gonna try lowering once more. We just keep getting clay. Getting clay. Oh, nice. Cheese making. We do have milk. I don't know. These things all seem kind of silly to me, though. The windmill would allow us to bring it inside. Already did that, though. Log structures. Hey, it's all kind of just unnecessary. Yeah, we've kind of hit it, like the end game. But I want to get into the Iron Age. Oh my god, that is a lot of flax. That is a lot of wool. We have too much. Okay, we need to make like a bunch of clothing. Make baskets here, but everyone else is gonna make linen clothing. We have like 1 billion bone knives, so that's cool. Yeah, so far it's just been clay. Pretty much everywhere I dig, it's just clay. Alright, we need more logs. Here. Get some more trees planted. New plans. Let's roll. Roll for some plans. I like that. Increase production speed. In primitive workshop? Oh, crap. Okay, whatever. Go with the old tried and true. Alright, we can get some more laws. Laws of faster crafting and extended crafting limits. Added ability to set limit for infinite crafting as a percentage of the population. Doesn't really... I mean, technically that doesn't do anything to me, but I'm wondering... I don't even know how to do that. This is interesting. Alright, let's go back to the map. These guys are home. We got the pear trees to go now. Well, at least we have a lot of clay. Alright, copper mine up. We're gonna upgrade a few more houses. I'm kind of scared to continue to expand, but we have 1.6 thousand food. Alright, let's see if I can do something crazy here. See if I can get him. Just have 1. Here it is. Oh, you just have to scroll up. So see 450, right? Let's do 100%. I'll be producing until I have 100% of the population. See if that works. Oh my god, he's doing it. It's a miracle. We'll do the same thing here. No, let's not complicate it. We'll have 1 for clothing and 1 for backpacks. I just want it for backpacks. Wow, they're actually working now. They're all actually working. That's interesting. I like that 100%. I don't know what it's gonna ever be, right? So now we can set it as a growing boy supply. That's perfect. Okay, we're back in business, people. Time to upgrade houses and get a ton of people in here now. Need a ton of logs. Alright, let's come out here and cut everything down. Alright, we got our first pear trees, I think, coming up here pretty soon. And they just keep hitting me and hitting me. A longbow is next. Get these guys over here. Okay. 3. Boy. Thankfully, they don't have any siege equipment. Shut the gate and speed it up. These guys are actually pretty beefy. There we go. Well, everyone's got a shirt now. Oof, lost 5 folk. They burnt some stuff down. Right, get that up. Yeah, these log warehouses over here, this is where it's at. Okay, we got like 2 more houses to upgrade, and then everything's upgraded. And that is as many houses as I'd like to have. I mean, we got a whole back row. We should hit at least 150 pop. Like, when you're this close. Right. Like, that's enough people. Unless... How about 17,000 more? Alright. Going, prosperity's good. Longbow. 50,000, we got it. I'm going for the longbow. I want it. Fine. I'm going to try to find some more ores. Luckily, we have some more copper here, but... I mean, we gotta... I mean, it's not like I'm struggling, you know? I just don't want to have to go too far away from the base. There we go. We got a couple pairs. That's awesome. Man, we found nothing over there, too. Crazy is those 2 barns are providing, like, more than enough wool for everything. Okay, we have 91 laborers and space for 190 folk. We actually will have enough for over 200, and I think that's a good mark. Oh, we could go straight into iron tools. Ooh, pretty cool. 90,000. Yeah, I guess if we do... I mean, we're producing... So, every action gives prosperity. Like you can see up here, 8. Right, so every tool action... Like, all this stuff is really important. So, you know, everything we craft... We definitely should have the smithies and all that be logged. And we're gaining like 6,000 per day. Prosperity. Almost. Go in the dungeon. I'm taking him back. I bet you brewing is where it's at. Yeah, we're gonna go in the brewing. I have to. I'm like, See the prosperity on that bad boy, right? Here, here's the brewer hut. So, I'm gonna get the brewer hut over here. So in general, now we have the tavern. And so when I get beer, building provides permanent increase in happiness. Okay. Not exactly what I was expecting, but that's still actually really cool for us. A weird shaped building. Turn. Okay. I'm thinking put the tavern out over here. Go. Gear up. That brewer hut up. Oh wow, it's just grain, which we have an insane amount of. This is gonna be easy. We'll do 100. I'll have 100 booze at any given time. Get to work. There he goes. Actually, I don't even know how much we need. Let's just bring that down to like 30. It's actually really cheap, too. 3 is 3. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. We're moving on up. Oh, they did burn it. Yeah, they burnt it down. That's fine. We got the dedicated windmill now. Living space is 195. That's not going to do it for me. Give us 6. That will give us 200. That does mean we're going to need 4 bonfires. Get 4 of those up in the day. I'm okay without... I'm honestly, if I put people outside, they're all just going to die. So we'll keep them inside. Alright, the tavern is up. So this gave permanent happiness. It's just +5 per building. I bet you every one of these we have, we get +5. That's a lot. And we can't assign anybody. That's interesting. I don't know what to do with this booze. They drink it. I guess it's a food. Prosperity per use 20 versus 8. Okay. So yeah, it's a high prosperity of consumption item. That's cool. I can get behind that. 201. That's our max. Expanded annual planning. Okay, we maxed out all the laws. That's good. Prosperity's still pretty high. We're running out of logs. Up. And let's plant some more trees. There we go. End the day. Hey, we got so much copper and tin, though. I mean, we're good. These big warehouses, I think, are saving our butts right now. Oh. Yeah, the backpack isn't working. Okay, it needs to be 100% for it to go. Yep, right when I put it to 100%, it started doing it. That's the trick. Yeah, we actually weight produce clothing too. The lighter items seem to do fine. Alright, I'm happy now. At least I found an equilibrium there. 24 technology. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright, animal plant. See what we can get. Try one more time. Yeah, additional food item chance, 50%. That's a good one. Extraction, 50%. Settlers, 20. We'll do that. I don't want to do a fourth one just because a lot. Yeah, it's crazy. We're keeping up these insane ratios. 268 carrots. I need more. I have more food than I know what to do with. And I don't even know what to do with such a high population. So each person I bring into here is going to help us with our prestige. Map's actually really big. Yeah, a lot of my guys now, they have bronze swords, bronze weapons, bronze knives. But we just keep getting hit by the biggest waves you've ever seen. But they're honestly having a tough time getting past this. I say that as they light everything on fire. Alright, we're going to get the log defenses, though, and they might let us have more people. Right now, I think we're limited by how many people we can have one spot, but that was only one fire. Yeah, and so far we've been really unlucky. We haven't been getting any good procs. Alright, look at that. More pear trees. That's awesome. 182 beans, 177 turnips. So our happiness is 279. It's really high. We have massive food variety. Wow, these log granaries are actually almost all full. We need more. Yeah, we're going to get a log granary up right here and right here. I'll give us 2 more. Well, all of the Iron Age techs are 90,000. Wow. Log structures would be pretty cool. Log structures. There we go. More storage for food. And we have, like, bronze everything now, so that's really awesome. Tool usage has given us 1,300 prosperity per day on average. Food consumption is 616. Clothing is 2,000. Living is 25. Biggest chunk. Workplace is 432. Weapon killing 0. So yeah, every time they actually come in and we attack them with swords, we're getting a lot of... That's interesting. Get everybody with swords, you can go out there and make more prosperity. 20 per kill, that's quite a bit. We're probably substantially overproducing flax. I might need to pull it back. So far, so good, though. We haven't run out of... Oof. Might run out, though. Yeah, grain is taking up a lot of room. Okay. It's pretty obvious we have an issue here. Let's get up more granaries. I get 2 more. Keep planting trees. I've been planting trees in the background here. Just cutting them down over and over again. So much wood need. Okay. Trying to make a ramp up the copper. Yeah, we busted through all of the copper we had. And now we're going to have to come up here. I say we just get to it, right? Get 2 copper mines up here. There's a bunch more copper back there. There we go. I made it just a tad bit easier to get here. I'm going to raise this, and then we'll be good to go. Actually, feeling a little bit harder to get settlers, even though it says 0 to 10. I'm getting some bad rolls. Crazy to have that much bronze, though. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got 2 new granaries that should help out. Ooh, longbows or log structure? I know what I want. Longbows. I had to. Sorry. I wanted both bad, but I had to make a decision. Alright, so longbows are just 2 sticks. Ooh. Oh noes. Okay. So we're going to do 100 longbows. And no more short bows. You go from 1.5 to 2 with a from 5 to 7.4 range and a prosperity kill of 20. There you go. That's as much as the bronze weapons. And it's a stick. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Okay, this place is always going to be making sticks. That's right. They're a dedicated stick guy. So that means we're going to need more sticks. Alright, so this guy here, he can get sticks off certain things. Got 2 people in there getting sticks. We'll just need to keep an eye on it. We actually have a lot of sticks around the area. We gotta be careful because I'm pulling up too much clay, I think. But we do actually need the clay. Not for too much longer. Almost everything is upgraded. Alright, let's upgrade these tailor huts. Let's just go... Yeah, let's just get it done. Right? Let's upgrade everything. There shouldn't be a single thing in here that isn't upgraded. That was pretty much it. That was like the last building outside of the scout camp. Pottery hut can't be upgraded. Yeah, that was it. We've upgraded every single building after this. Alright, he's going to be the magical stick guy now, just so I don't forget. And everybody else will be bows and sticks. Okay, the magical shaft guy. 2.6 thousand food. We've been up for 17 days for 153 people. Alright, we got our new settlers. Where do we want to go? Oh man, there's so many places. Go a neighboring settlement. We don't need any tech points, that's for sure. Yeah, we got a lot of dried fruits. This is awesome. The turnips, beans, and carrots. It's crazy. It's just an insane amount of food. Get everybody in a position. I don't know how many of them have longbows. Hope it's a lot. Doubt it, but... Alright, here we go. The mob. We're going to send the mob outside. At the gate. Speed this up. There's just too many of them. Wow. Yeah, they keep coming. We definitely... We're definitely winning. Oh boy. Those mobs are pretty beefy. I mean, they're sending at least like 100 dudes in bronze armor and we're just annihilating them. Okay. Magical stick boy. Sir. I'm gonna proc a bunch of longbows. Yeah, I mean, the automation does work. But like I said, I found it's kind of laggy. There we go. Get a bunch of longbows now. Nice. Yeah, and the backpack's now finally working. Oh, I think that's the problem with the backpacks that I was having. I'm an idiot. I think it's counting the ones that were already on people's backs. You have to like boot it up to like 100 or whatever. That's why I like this percentage of people thing. Maybe even the same with clothing for all I know. It shouldn't work that way. Like it should be excess, but maybe everything else isn't like that, right? Everything else that is. I mean, these aren't. It should be creating up to 15. I need to do some research. Yeah. But for the time being, this is good enough for me. Got a good flow, good equilibrium. And now we have everything in the max here. We got 22,000, 50,000. We can hit watchtowers and bridges. Means that I could get a bridge up into here. That'd be cool. Actually, that would be really cool. Okay, now I think we're going to do just a bit of... We're at a point where it's just taking forever, right? It's the same thing over and over. So we're going to fast forward. I'm going to get through some certain points, and like tech points, and I'll show you the cool tech. And we're going to get a bridge up here, pretty darn sure. So let's go forward. Alright, I was able to get some more iron veins over here. So that's pretty cool. I just been digging away over here on the spot. Yeah, we'll just keep digging. Get rid of these berry bushes. We can get into iron. I think we're going to be set. This is a lot of iron right over here. Oh my god. That's got to be the largest raid I've ever seen in the game. We should have longbows now. Yeah, everybody's got longbows. So these are going to do a bit more damage. You can see the range is much better than it used to be. Gotta get in here though and stop them. Try to fight these guys. Gosh. We have an army in here too. We're gonna shut the gate. Try to chase these guys down. There we go. Going straight for my main keep. You guys just need to run inside. Yeah, longbows are where it's at, man. This is crazy. Got a fleet of people chasing over there. Alright, we gotta focus over here. We can't let him destroy anything. Got him. Back inside. Yeah, they'll shoot from the top here. That's where it's at. Longbows are awesome. We have 421 copper. I think we're fine on bronze, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're fine. We're at 152 pop. We lost a few people. They must have died out in the field. Yeah, now we're just gonna go and tear down this entire mountaintop looking for materials. Nice, got some cobblestone. Gather all these sticks. Always need sticks. Oh wow, look how much iron we just found. And we got some boulders over here, so that's cool. Boulders I think we can mine just straight up. That is a lot of iron. We just need to get in. Yes, we got some boulders over here too. We need to get out of the copper mindset and start getting into the iron tools mindset. 90,000, so 50,000 we can get wooden fortifications. We got lots of grain. Got lots of food in general. I'm going to continue to tear this place down though because I think that there might be more. Let's actually see how far out we sellers. Oh my gosh. It'd be cool if we could start another village. Alright, so we got 56. We need 100 logs. Get the next tech. Let's cut down this whole forest. Yeah, this region over here, play. I think that there's certain like probabilities, right? We probably needed to go deeper to get copper. This is a copper area, an iron area, right? We got 2 iron drops. Crazy. All right, we got a 10 drop right here. Not bad. And we can get a ladder up in the back here so they don't have to climb around all the time. It's kind of nice. All right, we got log structures. Let's do it. Researched. Now we can upgrade these guys. Oh, a log bridge. So here's the question I have. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna have to. Okay, so this is what we need to do. We need to delete this, to delete these, get rid of the road, lower this. God. Crap. We gotta do this a little different, but it can be done. I didn't realize that was the ramp. We got to have increased the defensive area of this. Going. We'll need to destroy all these trees over here. What's up? Oh, this is a problem. Everybody's inside. Nobody can raise the outside. Okay. Well, lower this over here. Go outside. 33% chance of attack. 8 new settlers. That's a pretty good one. Okay. We'll get this back to normal. Now we can get this back up. Area needs to be cleared. Oh no, there's clay here. Oh, good God. Okay, we gotta get all the clay out. Highest priority. We're gonna get attacked. The only way to make the bridge thing work is to have a weird little fortified entrance here. So we have to destroy and lower all this. We're gonna get hit. I think we can take it though. We have to have our bridge, alright? I have to have the bridge. The necessity. Yeah, it's alright. We can fight. We can still lure them into a trap. They're pretty dumb. Okay. So now you can see here. Get bridge. It actually doesn't change much for us. This up. Foundation. These are watchtowers. A little cooler. Yeah, now we have a bridge to the watchtower area. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted it to be. Alright, now we got watchtowers and a bridge. We're gonna get stockades along the way here. You know what I'm thinking? Watchtowers. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get hit here pretty soon, but this is looking pretty sharp. 8 new settlers are at 172. Gonna get the road in. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot. This is looking nice. Okay, yeah. Now we got a watchtower entry path. Gonna be ruthless, man. Improved archery range. The watchtower increases firing range. They're gonna be able to shoot from forever. I agree. The bridge should be bigger. Yeah, we gotta have a big bridge. Okay, we got fruit cultivation number 2. Enemies are approaching. Put it to the test, right? Oh yeah, that is solid. We got a big snake coming at us. They might just run straight in here and ignore the easy path up. It's like 9 per. That's pretty good. About the same as it was before, just a little bit more. No, we had 6 and now it's 9, so you have 50% more people per. That's really good. Oh crap, they're going around. But that doesn't matter because we're still in a defended point. And we're still... Oh, they're going to burn some stuff down. But we're going to fight. We got good range, as you can see. Oof. Alright, there will be blood. No. We need... Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, they're trying to steal stuff. They're trying to set things on fire. We need to get everybody over here fighting on the ground. Alright, we wiped them out, but they did get a few little licks in. Not all my workshops, okay? Not a big deal. But that is why you don't want them coming in. Ooh, they got one of my barns, though, which is... They got 2 of the barns. Luckily, we had 3. Alright, we'll get it back. The price you pay for having pretty bridges. Okay, we have these on high priority. We could... I mean, I should have just destroyed them. I'm being silly. Just hate wasting resources. Everything burned down. A lot of wasted resources. Okay, we're all the way over here. I don't think we're gonna get... Oh yeah, I can't even get across this area. So, settlement. What we need to do is find these magical fruits. There's some over here. Yep, cherry and plum. We're gonna head all the way over here, unless I can find one over here. It's beaten peas. Okay, yeah, we'll go there for the cherry and plums. Let's just destroy this stuff and move on with our lives. Alright, we're gonna get this down. Got a few more to do. Now we got ourselves a real moat. Right. 166. We did lose a few souls. That's okay. They're just making longbows and shafts over here. Nothing important. Let's pull... Nice. We'll pull 2 out. We'll put 2 goats in each. So that's... Oh. Oh, cool. The goats didn't actually perish. Just the building. They're all still here. Nice. Well. Guess it wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. This is where the magic happened. Boom. Get that up. Now we got ourselves a real bridge. I cut down all these trees here. All of them. And we didn't get that much prosperity from that, which is kind of surprising. Killed a lot of people. Almost up. Yeah, you gotta have a proper bridge. We have like way too many laborers. They don't know what to do with their lives. Kind of sad. Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's a little bit better for the bridge. All of these stockades have to go. And we're gonna just go crazy with the watchtowers. This should be enough room for pretty much everybody. Then I think I'll have some back here too. There we go. Now we have enough for everyone. I have so much copper and tin I don't need any more. So yeah, we won. Wow, the enemy's coming again. Okay, well it's a good thing we built all these new freaking toys up. I forgot to get that area up. That's all right. Got too distracted. Oh boy, this is really cool though. Having all these towers, they're amazing. Oh nice, they're actually engaging. Nice, we won. And let's get that up. Call it a day. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, it's all walled in. It's pretty defensible. I'm gonna destroy this watchtower just because it's bugging me. The other side doesn't have one. Go. Now, if we were really cool, we have watchtowers. We would have something here too. Problem is that we fight down here, screws everything up. Could do put a gate here, shut it, and then shoot them from over here. Yeah, let's gated here. I want them to come this way though. I want them to get shot. All right, we're sealed up now. We're in good shape. I'm gonna delete these buildings out here. We no longer require them. Maybe I'll get a little bit of fish coming in. It doesn't really matter. Like, it really doesn't. We're max popped. Pulling in insane amounts. There we go, 58 thou. 9 new settlers, not bad. 2.6 thousand food. That doesn't look too bad. Got a little gate here we can shut. Oh, you know what's actually really cool? And I didn't think about this. Like, perspective of, you know, decorating. We can line, could have lined our streets and roads with trees. That. Because look, I'm gonna line this area over here. Trees. Back here. Trees. Actually, this area over here we should line with like cherries. And boom. If we ever get them here. Spot for them now. Look at all the pears we got going. This is crazy. Here we go. Get free thing going on. Oh, nice. I didn't think about that. We can do that all the way behind these guys. There we go. Little privacy fence. And then what we should do is run a road all the way around. That. Go. Let them build that all out. And we need an insane amount of branches. Crazy. Here for that. We have 32 freaking swords from all the people. They keep coming at me and giving me free stuff. Alright, now we're just gonna gather sticks. We're very close to iron tools. But, yep, iron equipment, iron weapons, sword and spear. Iron's gonna be dope. We're gonna need to allocate a little bit more room for it. Otter hut. I think we can get rid of now. We already have another. Let's bust this up though to like 100 clay pots at any given time. And we're gonna get up 3 new bloomeries. I bet you we're gonna need them. Here we go. They're trees. I don't like the way this is looking. Like, you know what I mean? I want to finish it. The rest of the house is up. Okay. Gives us room for more storage. I think we need it though. But we were able to fit the whole city up here, so that's really cool. Alright, here they come. We're going to close the gate. So see, they don't know what to do here. And we're able to shoot from all the way back here. They got to get into the water and get exposed. We're able to even shoot from the back guys here. It's a good thing I got all these towers up, because we definitely... I think we got everybody in there except a good chunk of people. How many people do I have back here? 58? Okay. Here we are. Now we're fighting on the bridge. They're lighting it on fire. They're finding ways around it. They're swimming over here. Trying to get in. This is funny, actually. Bridge warfare. Alright, they're dead. Oh no, they lit the bridge on fire. They lit the bridge on fire. Those guys are jerks, dude. They're jerks. Alright, we're gonna come out here and kick their butts. Yeah, they're messing with my ladder. Like a swarm of arrows. Just, what are you guys doing? Get involved. There we go. I don't know what to say. Okay, we'll get it fixed. That was pretty mean of them. But it worked. That's the important thing. It worked. Now we can have up to 216. That's my goal right now. Hit 200. Get the Iron Age. Get some iron tools at least. But pretty much what I wanted to accomplish, I did. This is the ultimate setup. Okay, we have enough. Iron tools. We did it. We are in the Iron Age. I'm wondering... Yeah, here we go. Now we're in the Iron Age. Need to pick Iron Age stuff. Look at the freaking cost. 17,000. Oh my gosh. Movement speed of settlers. Yeah, that's what we want. I'm just honestly amazed at how much this cost. Traction, extra chance. It's gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna have to save up for this. Clothing, 50%. Bad. Alright, we got a good amount of these guys now. Annual plant time. And we don't have enough prosperity points to do any of it. We've almost gotten to the next step there. Up. 198. We're close. Now we have iron. Here we go. Here's our iron mines. So, where's our closest iron? Right here. Alright, we're gonna get 2 iron mines there. Then get 4 iron mines up. And get that stuff coming in much faster. And it's just the iron ingot. So we got 31 coal. Good. We got these 3 new guys over here up. They're gonna make iron, and all it is it's 1-to-1 ratio. So iron's pretty expensive. Let's set it to 100 and set it to 80 ingots each. And then in the smithy, we'll just set limits of 15. I think iron axes are cool. Iron pickaxes are cool. 15. Iron knives for sure. So you go from 150 to 200%. The damage goes up a bit. Max durability only increases 80, which is quite a bit. It's the prosperity per use really that I'm thinking is the value here. Yeah, it's not too great. I'm a big fan of the bronze stuff, to be honest. But, you know, it's more. Higher work speed. I mean, it all adds up. So we got it going. So to get to iron weapons, we need iron axes and iron ingots. Pretty straightforward there. Iron equipment. Windmill is 250,000 prosperity. Yikes. At this point, it's just literally a waiting game. You know, we got the little tree lines coming up. I think it looks cool. But that is, I believe, it. I mean, we did it. Got the iron mine up. Let's get some iron stuff. Gonna proc it and see what happens. We came over here. Oh, there was nothing. Got teased. All right, we're going home. We don't need it. All right, I'm hoping 4 iron mines will get this going, though. Yeah, there we go. We got that iron going. We still have 139 people who are laborers. Poultry yard. Explore. Okay, so here's the poultry yard. And let's see what this does. That is kind of cool. Get the chickens. Okay, poultry yard is up. Now we gotta figure out how to get chickens. New chickens can be found by exploring the world map. The assigned shepherd will automatically collect all resources from animals. Okay, so now the world map should allow us to see chickens. Over here, we got goats. There's sheep. Some of this stuff, I wonder if it is not added in the game yet. It's also possible that when I explored these cells, no, because I'm seeing stuff that, you know, I'm wondering if it's spawning as I go. I think it's predetermined. Where? Yeah, because I haven't found cattle and I haven't found chickens. Well, that sucks. That would have been cool. Okay, there we go. We got a iron axe being crafted. Ba-boom. We got our first iron axe. We're down to 194 though, so people are dying out from old age. We're still gonna make bronze and bronze accessories because, you know, cheap. Let's do a bunch of iron axes and let's cue some iron knives just to get it going. Oh, it looks like something happened to my bridge. That's not cool. Heck. Yeah, the bridge is there. It's just can't see it. I don't know. You have to imagine the bridge. Bridge is in your mind. Okay. I'm all for mine bridges. I don't know what's happening anymore. It's pretty obvious there's something weird going on. I didn't know I could make a Frankenstein bridge. Wow. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, the village is huge. There we go. Frankenstein bridge is a lot. Okay, no, this was a mistake. Maybe I can, now that I destroyed the bridge, let me. If you do it one at a time, you can redo it. That's the way to do it. For some reason, it's detecting the bridge. Made before. Well, that is pretty neat, though. Having iron weapons and everything. We got a bunch of iron knives. We got iron swords that we got off those gents. Iron spears. We already had a few iron things. We have iron armor. And 75. Not bad. The trees are growing. I like it. Definitely a vibe. Good to have them behind the houses, I think. 191. Wow. We're losing some folk. We're running out of trees. We definitely have enough iron to last forever. Like, keep going down on this mountain. I'm gonna try putting bronze knives to a percentage. Like 50% of the population should have bronze knives. These are used in a lot of things. Alright, the bridge is back. We just won't talk about what happened. There we go, 202. 202 pop. God. We did it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Special shout out to my members and patrons. If you watched this far, if you haven't subscribed, you should think about doing that. And definitely, this is a much better run than my last one. I think I learned a lot from that on how to properly push forward quicker. We were able to beat the entire game now. Actually, a lot of fun. It's a neat little game. I think you did a cool job. I like it a lot. But I think there are definitely some things that were a little aggravating, like with the Taylor hut. And I don't know how it's calculating certain things. Like how we have 61 bronze spears. We must have gotten a lot of that from the action we were seeing before. Crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good rest of your night.